Is this thing on? Hey, am I echoing? Is this working? Can you hear me, Eric?
I can hear you, John. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. I can hear you. I guess that means if you can hear me, I can hear you. I guess we're live. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Sunday night Canton Chronicle Live. I am your very exhausted, very hurt. I don't know if I'm hurt or if I'm injured. Host. Some of you know me by my Twitter name, Dixie Normus, and some of you know me as John Camo. And with me, right there to my right on the screen is
Eric DiGirolamo. Nice to be here.
Eric, I'm exhausted, so we're gonna wing this tonight.
John, I wing it every night.
Yeah. So I've come to the understanding that my body does not allow me to play 4 hockey games in 3 days in tournaments anymore.
You're lucky you can play one in a year.
Yeah.
You're not a spring chicken anymore, buddy.
I spent the weekend up in Salem, New Hampshire, playing in the Doug Flutie Puzzle Cup, something like, I don't know what's called. The 100% of the proceeds go to his foundation, and we lost in overtime today in the championship game 3-on-3, and then I hightailed it back here. I was too tired to get the Kronk board up, so we're going to get into it, but I do have a giant piece of paper that I will be keeping score with. And by score, well, we're doing something different tonight. We're going to play a little game, and we're including any of the Kronks that are in the chat. It's the first ever Who is the Most Sus tournament. We have 32 contestants. We've bracketed them just like in March Madness, or in any of the other sports. I'm sure you guys have seen the way they bracket things in college basketball. But we're starting with 32 teams, 32 contestants, and only one person will leave wearing the highly questionable crown of Most Sus. Now, before anyone calls an attorney or files a motion or sends us a 14-page email at 5:00 on a Friday afternoon, just want to make something clear. This is not a tournament about who's guilty of anything. We're not accusing anyone of committing a crime. We're simply asking one very important and extremely scientific question. Whose actions appear the most questionable? Who made the strangest decision? Who gave the most confusing explanation? And who made the biggest, wait a minute, what? That's what I mean by sus. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of susness between all these 32 players here.
Yeah. So before we get into it, I did make a faux pas. Again, what I would love to lead with every week to remind everybody that this is not about you or me. It's not about the Kronks. It's about John O'Keefe. So let's have a quick little reminder what this is all about.
Warning during a blizzard, there's no other cars on the road, so you're not coming down with sirens blaring, waking up an entire street, a neighborhood. It was just lights and flashing, and to be honest with you, you couldn't see very far.
They thought the years would quiet us, thought the questions would disappear. But every
She said,
road
do you think
leads
I
back
hit him?
again.
And I said, no, I don't think you hit him.
So what really happened
Around the area,
here?
consider using a rake or a shovel.
You can bury facts beneath the snow. You can twist what people saw, but truth has got a heavy wheel.
If it's written in the report,
And justice is the law. We got a long, long night for O'Keefe tonight. Rolling through Canton with the truth inside. Can't walk free, so the question rolls on. Who had the means when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know you can hide the truth, but the truth's gonna show. From the courthouse steps to the break of dawn. John deserves justice, so we keep rolling on. They put one woman in the chair, told the world the case was clear. 12 voices heard the evidence and will not convict her here. Karen walked out innocent, and the Commonwealth had it safe. But John still deserves justice. That didn't end that day, because somebody knows what happened. Somebody saw the signs. Somebody had the opportunity. And somewhere in that timeline, we got a long, long night for O'Keefe tonight. Rolling through Canton with the truth inside. Can't walk free, so the question goes on. Who had the names when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know we can hide the truth, but the truth's gonna show. From the courthouse steps to the break of dawn. John deserves justice, so we rolling on.
He was not at the house when John was there.
Look at everyone who was present. Every person who came and went, who had access, who had reason, who knew more than what they said, who made the calls before the sunrise, who gathered once the news was known, who changed a detail, lost a message, or somehow never checked their phone. Don't pick the answer, then shake the facts. Don't force the pieces where they don't belong. Follow the evidence wherever it leads. John has waited far too long.
We got a long, long night for O'Keefe tonight. Headlights burning and the truth inside.
Karen walked free, so the question rolls on. Who had the means when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know you can hide the truth, but the truth's gonna show. One loud voice and a battle song. John deserves justice, so we'll keep rolling on. John deserves justice, keep it rolling. John deserves justice, keep it rolling. John deserves justice, keep it rolling. Until the truth is known.
Fulfills an administrative obligation. He later said,
John deserves justice. The truth may take a long way home, but we'll keep rolling on.
All right, how you get us back there, Eric? I got.
You need help?
There you go. There you go. No, I told you I'm out of it tonight. I'm
right.
exhausted. I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna have a couple pricks and ciders because I was a good boy and I yelled at the kids. We had one line of younger kids, and they all stayed up there, and they were having a good old time. And I'm like, hey, you're also here to play hockey, so.
And
So
you lost.
Well, but at least I was on the bench. I wasn't on the ice, so you can't blame me.
Team player.
Wasn't me that let it by. Okay, so Eric and I back to the sus. Okay, Eric and I will each be assigned one person in every matchup. We will have to make the strongest, maybe funny argument for why our person deserves to move forward. And the final decision belongs with you guys, the audience. We're going to put the polls up as we go through, and you guys can vote on the polls, and whoever wins in that poll, that's who we move forward. So the chat is the jury. But unlike some juries, you guys are more than welcome and you're encouraged to discuss it with everybody around in the chat while we are presenting the evidence. You get that, Eric?
I got that, John.
Okay. You will not be allowed to see the evidence a second time because you'll probably end up getting a blurry screenshot or some conflicting descriptions or a YouTube clip that begins 6 seconds too late. So you get to hear the evidence and you vote on it. Like I said, we'll keep the voting open the whole time. We are going back and forth. Again, the most sus doesn't mean the most guilty. It doesn't even mean the most dishonest. It simply means, according to the completely unqualified members, us, that in our opinion, their actions generated the largest number of raised eyebrows. Right?
Well, John, we may not be qualified, but the Kronks are more than qualified.
Absolutely. So, to show you guys how it's going to go, we're going to do a so to speak we're going to do two candidates that are not in the pool of 32. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to do Mike Loughran versus John Conley. All right? We're going to demonstrate how this works with an exhibition matchup. Okay? I will take John Conley. Eric will take Mike Loughran. All right? Now, like I said, Eric will go first with one sus. I will return with my sus. Eric will get a second sus. And then I finish with my sus, and then we turn it over to you guys. Ready?
And we're winging it.
And we're winging it. Okay. You want to go first, Eric, on this one?
I'll go first on this one because
okay, go ahead.
Mikey Loughran, number one suspect for being sus is because he couldn't face the music in person and needed to hide behind the curtains of the Zoom during select board meetings.
Okay.
Sus number one.
All right. My sus for John Conley is a lifelong local town politician who should know his way around a lavalier microphone. He's been mic'd up meeting after meeting after meeting on a hot mic moment, tells the whole world how he really feels about the people in this town.
Yeah, and I'm not sure yet if he's declared his allegiance to the next attorney general. I mean, district attorney in Norfolk County. But my assumption is that he's going to lean towards Greg Conner, and that's certainly.
Well, hey! Don't I have a second sus coming up? So don't take my sus.
Listen, we're winging it here.
Go back. Now it's your turn. You go back to Mike Loughran.
I just had a Mikey Loughran.
Oh, that's Mike Loughran.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said he hadn't declared yet, but I'm assuming.
Okay. My second John Conley sus is he has had numerous signs in his front yard backing Greg Conner against the voting against the audit of the police department. And he was a man that for years was part of the gentleman's agreement that no yard signs in Canton. And now look at him. He's got, it's just a sus yard.
John, have you not to get off track here, but have you noticed that when you drive through Canton, if there's a Mike Loughran sign, there's usually a Greg Conner sign next to it?
Correct. All right. So that's how it goes. And if we had the poll up for those, that you guys would be voting on that. I didn't.
And the voting ends when we finish. When
we're done with the four susses. Yeah.
All right. So I think everybody's on board with that.
you guys are
Can we
all
check
on
in with
board
Whitey?
Yeah. So
Whitey might be on the replay crew. You never know.
yeah. Okay. So that is the oh, what's going on here? So here we go. We're starting. We're sussing it up.
To be honest with you, I don't even remember. Michael wasn't in the actual room.
Last night or something. He didn't.
What sauce? Top sauce.
Rebuttal coming now. The chat will cast the final vote and stumble through so high. It's the final sauce down. The final sauce down. Who survives the bracket? Who takes the questionable crown? Hey, hey. It's the final sauce down. The final sauce down. 32 enter the contest. Who is the most sus now?
I did, but as I told you, it's been a process of trying to suss it out.
All right. First up, Eric. Brian Higgins versus Richie D'Antano.
Brian Higgins versus Richie D'Antano. You know, I'll take Richie for you, buddy.
You're gonna take Richie?
I'll take Richie for you.
Okay, let me put the let me put the poll up first. All right.
Sure.
We have started the poll. So my first sus, and we're gonna try not to repeat susses as people move on. So my first sus for Higgins is, it's got to be, the front pocket phone, back pocket phone, all of everything that we saw at the waterfall where he looked angry. Chris had to grab his arm. There was no interact. There was the wrestling with Brian Albert. All of his actions at the waterfall is my first sus for Higgins. You don't act like that. That's sus.
That is a little sus. And you know, and as far as Richie goes, you know, there was talks that, you know, he was gonna say a little bit more while he was on that stand, and seemed to possibly hold back a little bit, and that's sus.
Okay. My rebuttal to that sus is the driveway sweeping of the driveway plow sweep, saying he was clowning around. Anyone that has had a plow doesn't really do that to their plow blade if they don't have to. Nobody wants to pay for another plow blade because you're got it on the ground, using it with, you know, when there's no snow on the ground. So that's my second sus.
Yeah, and you know, Higgins, when he testified, I believe he said something about there was somebody came in the house that he didn't know that was tall with dark hair.
No, hey, you go back to Richie D'Antano.
You haven't
Don't use my susses.
You haven't let me finish, have you?
Okay.
Stop jumping in. Let me go until I'm done.
Right.
I'm not.
I don't want you using one of my susses.
I am not. Well, I don't. Okay. We're winging it.
All right.
So, what he did say was that a tall gentleman with dark hair that he didn't know came into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Richie's tall with dark hair, so that to me makes him sus.
So you're saying Richie could have come in the house?
He could have. You just don't know.
All right. There's our two susses. Okay. So how do you see the chat now, Eric?
Well, looks like the poll's 100% on Higgins.
Okay, so Higgins wins that one, right? So he moves forward to the sus team, right? Okay. Oh, I know how to see the poll. You just open this up. Let's see.
I see it in the bottom corner there.
Higgins 100%, D'Antano 0. There you go.
I had a feeling I was going to lose that one.
Oh, there it is up there. Look at that. There it is.
Uh-huh.
Who knew? Who knew? It's up in the corner. There's the poll. So Higgins moves on to the sus team. All right.
Yep.
Let's pull that. Okay. Let's
poll number. I mean, match number 2: Karen Reed versus Jillian Daniels.
Let me
Karen
put that up.
Making it an 8 seed. Wow.
Okay. All right. Which one do you want?
I'll take Karen.
Okay. Go ahead.
And you know, the susness of Karen comes from being outside for 10 minutes or so and not going in and pounding on that door and saying, "Hey, John, what the hell's going on? You were supposed to come out." Instead, she just got mad and left. That's sus.
Okay. Jillian Daniels. My first Jillian Daniels sus would be that she drove through Canton Center, pulls over, not even into a parking spot. She just has the nerve just to stop in the middle of the road, get out of her SUV, walk up to someone, and grab their phone. That's kind of sus.
It is kind of sus.
Yeah. All right. Back to you.
Well, and you know, Karen's second sus, you know, it's not that easy. I know she's an 8 seed, probably deserves to be a 16 seed.
I didn't make the seeds. I mean,
I understand.
The bingo balls. Ernst and Young did it.
You let your assistant Casey take care of it. Where's Casey?
Ernst and Young has taken care of stuff like this forever. Okay.
And John, as far as I'm concerned, just having her an 8 seed makes her sus.
All right.
All right.
We'll go with that. Jillian Daniels, using her, we all know who she is, but yet she uses a fake Twitter handle to go after people when you clearly know who it is, and then calls a YouTube channel to say, what about Higgins? What about Higgins? Trying to move the discussion towards Higgins. That's kind of sus.
And it's a little sus.
Right?
John, we don't have a 100% victory here. We have a 95 to 5% victory. Okay. I was kind of hoping Karen was going to move on because then she'd go toe-to-toe with Higgins one more time.
Yeah.
And but Jillian's got a tough task taking Higgins down in the next round.
There you go. So all right. So Jillian moves on. Jillian Daniels. All right. Let me just pull this down. Let's stop this poll. Let's move on with Yuri and Lank. Which one you want?
I'm going to take Yuri. And I'm going to let you go first.
Any mods in here to tell them they are the only ones voting? Who's voting? It's in right here. You can vote. You guys right there at the top of the screen.
Can type a 1 or a 2 in.
You type a 1 or a 2 in the chat, and that's how you vote. Okay, and you're voting on what we give as our susness.
Yeah, I mean, you can think independently, and
I guess I know they
totally go against us, but ultimately we're lobbying for our own,
people.
Team,
all right, who you taking? Who you taking?
I took Yuri. Yeah,
you take Yuri. I got Lank. Yeah. Okay, who's going first?
You're gonna go first on this.
I'll go first. All right. I hate to waste this on the first round, but who allows someone to show up at 6:00 in the evening to run into their house and to destroy their bathroom for 45 minutes? That's kind of sus.
Yeah, that's a little sus. And Yuri, who writes a report that says Chris and his wife went to 34 Fairview and signs off on it and says that by signing off on it, that it's treated as gospel. Mm-hmm. Yet all the testimony came that Chris and Julie never made it to 34, and they went home early or from the waterfall.
Okay. Okay. My rebuttal sus for Lank. Who shows up to a scene and allows just someone from the public to enter the house first when there could be anything on the inside of that house? Why wouldn't he have been the first one through that door to make sure the people in that house were okay? That's sus.
That's sus. And Yuri's sus because his idea of going to the scene was to go to Canton PD. That in itself is sus.
Okay. What do we got?
John, how the results looking?
Let me look at the screen here.
Ooh, looks like it's not as close as we thought it might have been.
So it's 70-30 here, about 70-30.
72 to 28.
Yeah,
Lank takes a loss.
I had so many more susses for Lank. See that?
Lank's donning one of the Greg Connor signs on his lawn.
I should have.
Everybody knows that by now.
Now I have to rethink my susses. I'm going to have to come out with strong susses for people because I actually had Lank moving on, but this is now Yuri. Yuri moves on. All right, Yuri.
All right, you keeping track, right? Because we got a
I'm
second
writing it
round.
down right here.
All right,
I'm writing
good.
it down on this giant piece of paper. It's the back of a calendar.
We got a big matchup between number 4, Colin Albert, and number 13, Kelly Dever.
Okay.
And John, I'm gonna take Kelly Dever.
Oh, I was gonna switch it up. Because everybody knows how much I know about Colin. I was gonna flip it up with you, but that's all right. All right.
I'll
Obviously,
let you go first. I'll let you take Colin.
all right. I'll take Colin. Here we go. Colin for 250 there, Alex. My first sus for Colin would be he doesn't remember how he got to Leonetti's house. He remembers chugging beers there, and he remembers Allie picking him up and bringing him to 34 Fairview, but he doesn't remember. He remembers 1210 leaving, but he doesn't know if he sat in the front seat or the back seat. So obviously, if he was going to sit in the back seat, that means someone else was in the car. You don't just get in the back seat of Allie's Uber and with the obvious, because I am throwing my susses out, I might as well go with the heavy sus. Says he got home and went upstairs and kissed his father and said, good night, I'm home.
Yeah, and Kelly got on the stand, and she had it appears to maybe have been in front of a couple of grand juries, one with the feds allegedly, and it seems that her story changed between the time she spoke with the feds and shortly after she had a private meeting with the Commissioner Cox. So that in itself makes her sus.
There you go. So now I get a second Colin sus, right? My second Colin sus is, remember, it's just sus, right? Every time you see a video of him, he's acting like a tough guy until you see a video of him trying to fight. And you realize he doesn't know how to fight. That's kind of sus. He's one of those fake tough guys. So that's sus.
Yeah, and Kelly on her way out the door in law enforcement allegedly took her badge and her gun and put it on the front desk and with a note that I believe said something to the effect of why she wanted to terminate her law enforcement position was because she wanted to, and that in itself is sus.
There you go. Since we're winging it, I
Yep.
thought for sure one of your susses to help move Kelly Dever along would have been she was seen in the middle of the night at the Sally Port touching the rear of Karen's vehicle the next day on the 30th.
There's a lot to work there with Kelly, and unfortunately, she had a real tough matchup going up against Colin.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't. I told you
she's worthy of moving on to the next stage here.
Yeah. Yep. So
But Colin takes it 85 to
course.
15.
Of course he does, because
A
there's going to be
blowout.
more susses for Colin. So there's your first.
Oh,
There's
I
your
kinda-
first.
I like this next one, John.
There's your first first four into the 16. You got Colin, Yuri, Jillian, and Higgins. Wow. Yeah, 44 to 8. Yep. Okay. So let's stop that poll. All right. The next one up is going to be Proctor versus Helena. What's the seeds there? What's
Proctor at
what's
number
the-
6, Helena at number 11.
Well, yeah, Helena's an 11. Yeah. She's a 10 plus 1. There you go. Who you taking? Who you taking?
I think, who do you want?
I'll take Helena for this round.
I had a feeling you would, so I'll let you go first with Helena.
Oh, okay. You know what sus is? Helena I got to use good susses because it's Helena versus Proctor. Okay, I got to go. I go with the most sus thing is that the video from the Canton Police Department was held for until after the first trial, and then as acting police chief, she puts a post-it note on it with no tampering, LOL. That's kind of sus.
Well, I got Proctor, John, and he starts his investigation off strong by misspelling just about everybody's name. Almost every
names.
single one of them. So
we misspelled some names.
I'm thinking based on how this bracket was spelled out, I'm thinking you asked Proctor for some assistance. I think we
probably should write down our susses so we don't reuse them. Okay.
So that's pretty sus.
Oh, I got a sus for you. Helena, who makes in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, who works details at $70 an hour at the stadium and all the road work in Canton, shops at Savers. That's kind of sus.
Well, I don't know if you've seen any of Proctor's texts, but they're not really good. They're beyond bad pudding, So,
off-putting? They're off-putting?
Off-putting. They're very off-putting, I should say.
I should be off-putting, let me tell you. Probably would have done better. I probably would have been better in that tournament if I was off-putting.
Probably should have tried to play in the over 50 league instead of the kids league.
Yeah. It was a 60-40. Helena loses to Proctor. So
wow.
In that division.
Helena gave it a shot.
Oh, yeah.
67-32 to just be accurate, John.
67-33. Eric.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. Not that I was accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, another big one, John.
How's our chat doing?
We got number 3.
Hold on 1 minute because Linda has a question. Is Chloe going to be included? Absolutely, Chloe is going to be included. And before we move on, let me just give you guys a little sneak peek of the brackets. So here's the bracket. All right, we're working our way down the left side, but if you kind of looked over to the right side, unfortunately, Chloe the dog is going up against Matt McCabe in that field.
And I think Chloe is a
solid chance.
Strong 15.
She's got
probably deserves to be in the top 10 as far as seeds go.
She might have a fighting chance.
Yeah, she might have a biting chance. Yeah,
she might have a biting chance.
John, is there any way to put that bracket behind us?
The bracket.
Put it in the background.
Yes, I could. Hold on a minute.
For tonight, anyways.
I can. Let me see if I can do this the right way.
While you're doing that, I'm going to introduce the game, which is number 3, Sean Good.
Yeah.
Versus 14 seed Katie McLaughlin. And I'm going to let you go first, but I'm going to take Sean Good.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be easy for me. That's another one, but I'm in the middle of downloading. Here we go. Let's put that in the background. Yeah, we don't see it though. We don't get to see all the. I mean, we can make ourselves really small.
Sure.
Okay. Let's change up the. Let's get rid of the. So let's now put up Good
we could
versus
go
Katie
over
McLaughlin. Yeah, we're on the wrong side. We got to be over on the other side. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go first, and I got Katie McLaughlin.
Yes.
Katie McLaughlin. In the town the size that Canton is, and only being out of school for so many years, can't remember that she went to school with a girl named Caitlin McDonald. You were in the same track team. You were in pictures. You were in the hot tub with her, right? You're at the beach with her. She's seen you in your bikini. Okay. That's kind of sus.
What can you say about Sean Good?
He's got
that people don't already know.
sus.
I'm gonna stop my sus on a personal sus with him because, you know, as people know, I've stood out in front of Canton PD and other places in town, and Sean, when he was in uniform, was the only person in uniform that would leave that station, drive by, and make faces at us, and you know, like stupid faces, and you know, some of them did keep looking ahead or even maybe even a wave, but Sean needed to make it known that he thought we sucked.
Yeah,
So,
well, he made
for
it known that he's no
he's
longer.
sus.
He made it known that he's no longer employed. Okay. All right. So my rebuttal to that, since I'm losing terribly up here on the sus meter, Katie McLaughlin. Okay, you've seen her on a dash cam with a pen in hand and what looks like a pad of paper. There was another firefighter that said he wrote things down on a pad of paper, but during cross-examination, she said she wrote everything down on a glove and then threw it away. That's sus.
That is sus.
Oh, can I add a tiny bit to that?
Go right ahead.
Can I add since I'm going to lose and she's not moving on? On top of that, it seems like she's beloved in town, which is a good thing, to be beloved in town, but to get your free meals, that's kind of sus. You're a town worker getting free meals. That's sus.
And Goody, it just seems that he was way too close to Chief Berkowitz. It may have received preferential treatment, but as long as you know he was stayed in line. For that reason, he's sus.
Okay. Are we going too fast for people? Is the chat saying we're going too fast?
To be honest with you, I haven't focused on the chat.
Well, you're supposed to focus on the chat because we're including the chat tonight. Tonight we've included the chat in our.
I've been looking at the poll to see how the chat's doing.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to watch the chat.
And Goody wins 86 to 14. John,
of course he did.
I thought for a minute there, Katie wasn't going to get any support.
Well,
but
she's a little
14% up at, or
she's a little sus.
Now. She's definitely a little sus.
Okay.
Oh, here's the matchup of the night so far.
Go. What number is it?
We're at number 7.
Okay.
Seeded number 7.
Yeah.
Chris Albert. Up against number 10. Tully.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to take Chris Albert.
You take Chris and you go first.
Okay. You know what sus? What sus is supposedly leaving your work, going down to drink at a local establishment, only to have your workers continue to run in and ask you questions instead of just being at your work. That's sus.
Well, Tully kind of oversaw all this tomfoolery stuff, and you know, in some cases may have been looked at as the ringleader of it all, even though I have suspicions that there were others. But that, just for that alone, he's sus.
Okay. All right. So Chris Albert leaves the waterfall. It's been proven now. I know I have longer legs than him, and I walk pretty fast for a big piece, fat, hairy fuck that I am. Walks home from the waterfall, supposedly beats Colin home, runs up to bed, and jumps into bed and falls asleep only to be woken up by Colin when it shows that no matter what route you take home, had Colin been driven home by Allie like they said they would have in multiple different routes, Colin would have beat Chris home. That's kind of sus.
John, I'm going to keep this simple. Tully retired before he's eligible for retirement. That's sus.
Well, looks like Chris is not going to be moving on, so I can't even bring up the susness of him disappearing after an accident back in 1990 and reappearing 32 hours later, which that's pretty sus to me. But
I'm a little surprised this wasn't closer, but you know something? Tully, you're in this one.
Okay, Tully's moving on. And
here's a number 2 versus a number 15 seed. Our number 2 seed won Brian Albert. Our number 15 seed won Denise Galvin.
Okay,
John, I'll take Denise on this one.
Oh, you are?
I'll take Denise.
Okay.
I'll
All
go
right.
first.
Go ahead. Let's see what you got on this one.
So Denise just happened to show up at court the day that Kerry Roberts was on the stand, and Kerry spilled the beans that Denise was the note taker. She's the one that took the timeline notes. And because she was so close and involved, that certainly makes her sus.
The fact that Brian Albert goes on national TV and says, "What am I supposed to do? I was just woken up out of a cold sleep. Am I supposed to run out there in my underwear and tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree?" That's kind of sus.
John, I got a couple of items on this second sus for Denise. One being that she took the mic over at the Juneteenth party, or fundraiser, I should say, to announce that the Canton police were there to do a walkthrough because of a bomb scare. Well, that's sus in itself because, you know, if there's a bomb scare, you would think that they'd evacuate the entire building and get everybody as far away from that until there's an all clear.
Yeah.
Not a head to the bar. They'll look under the tables and they'll be out of here shortly. So that's sus.
Well, since it appears that he's going to be moving on, I'm not going to waste a really good sus. I'm going to give a weak sus. Brian Albert at the waterfall. He's almost 60 years old. He's in his little fighting stance. There, he's wrestling like an orangutan with Higgins. He's doing the little backwards mule kick, and he's standing at the table, pointing at everybody, telling everybody we're all having a shot. At that age, little sus. Little sus.
John, the tally is 84 to 16, and the winner, Brian Albert, number 1.
That's why I wasted that sauce. See, you got to know. Eric. You have to be strategic because you know when the sus teen comes up, it's going to be a little harder. So, and you can't use the same sus from the first round.
We're winging it.
Yeah.
We're back to a number 1 versus a number 16, John. And since you took the number 1 the last time, I'll take the number 1 this time. And that's Jet McCabe versus Tom Kelleher.
Are we still on the first side? Or are we on the other side yet?
We're on the right-hand side now.
Ooh, we just started the right-hand side, huh?
In fact, I'll move the poll over so we can get this a little bit better.
Yeah, move it over to the left. Move that poll over to the left. You want me to do it?
Why is it's not moving over there?
I'll do it for you. There, I'll put it over here.
All right, there you go.
All right, I'll put it over me, and then let's hold hold on. Let's do this. Let's put me and you over.
Oh well, we cover the left side for now. The right side's wide open.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. Okay.
Or if you want to put us down low, that's fine too.
No, I was going to put us like the Mystery Science 2000
Yeah, that's
down
fine.
in the bottom, but we're good. Now, I do want to say before we start the second side, let's do a little housekeeping. I would like to let me move down here. Where are we? Jen McCabe. Okay.
Yeah, Jim McCabe and Tom Kelleher.
Yep. I would like to thank. Bob is my name. Bob is his name, not my name. Remember 2 months? Donnie not Wahlberg, right? I don't think Donnie Wahlberg was ever watching us. And Luna's mom, all for being members. And so
Thank you.
We want to thank you for being a member, and because you're a member.
It's her friend.
And I mean, why not lead into this? Okay, so let's get into it. Who are you taking?
I got Jim McCabe.
Okay, go ahead.
And Jen, when the Fed showed up at the house to question her, one, she wasn't the homeowner, and two, she hadn't brushed her teeth, so she wanted to be very honest about that because she needed to brush her teeth, and then she made about 10 phone calls before she actually talked to the feds. So in that's sus.
Okay. Well, Tommy Kelleher been on the force a very long time. His father was on the force a very long time. His father actually graduated high school with my mother, Canton High. Should know better when someone comes knocking on your door and you hand them red Solo cups to handle evidence in, and that's all you're known for. You didn't even go out and you didn't throw any Canton police paraphernalia on and go outside and help. That's kind of sus.
Yeah, and Jen Googled how's long to die in cold at 2:27. That's sus.
You wasted that one, huh? Okay.
Well, are you calling it a waste?
Well, I mean, it's a clear win. I mean, doesn't matter what I say. Okay.
There's a lot of material there.
The son of a Canton officer who taught gun safety, and we know Tommy's history with firearms, has security cameras on his house that caught nothing, wasn't turned over for anything. And there was no explanation, no good explanation on why they didn't just get the footage of nothing, because you had all the footage of nothing from the Canton Police Department. So why not have and Cassie's Corner and the library? So why not get the footage of nothing from Tommy Kelleher's house? It's kind of sus.
It is a little sus, John. And
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
Number 1 seed was strong.
Yeah, Jen McCabe wins.
Yeah,
course you
100%.
You keep taking all the high seeds.
I'm gonna give you a win on this one.
All right, hold on. Let me go and shut this. I gotta shut down that poll. Wow.
And up
48,
next is
48 to 0. Tommy didn't even get one vote.
not one.
Not one.
And Julie.
This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one.
An 8 seed over
Yep.
over number 9 seed Kerry
It's gonna be-
Roberts.
There you go. one of them gets to move on, one doesn't. Who you picking?
I'll take Julie. You take Kerry, and you go.
Okay,
first.
I'll go first. If you pick, I'm going first.
Go ahead.
All right. I don't want to waste that one. Okay. You know what sus? What sus is testifying that you went over and picked up the phone, and yet the phone movements doesn't match the dash cam footage of you in the middle of the street. And you said when they picked him up, I could see the phone under him. But when you watch that dash cam footage and they pick him up, you're nowhere to be seen in that. You're not that you're nowhere to be seen. You're halfway down Fairview. You can see you all the way down Fairview. That's kind of sus.
John and Julie, whether it's her own issue or it's Yuri's issue, is in a report that says she went to 34 Fairview, testified that she went home with a migraine, went to bed. But the report is signed by Yuri, and so in that makes her a sus.
I'm coming back.
Pricks and cider.
I had to get Actually, I don't have a footstool. I had to get my upside down laundry basket as my footstool.
John, just a reminder, we're live.
I know. Okay. It's a small studio. I don't have a footstool, okay? I got a laundry basket as my footstool. All right. Kerry Roberts. You know what's sus? You know what really grinds my gears? No, sorry. It's Andy Rooney. You know what sus is? In the first trial, Kerry Roberts has this big story on, when we first got to John's house, Jen was like, look, my taillight. And I was like, listen, let's just go in the house and look for John. But then when you saw it up against the security footage, that didn't happen. And then it was chalked up to, since there's no security footage of them coming out, oh, it must have happened when we came out. That's kind of sus.
That's a little sus, John.
Yep.
John, you may have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but if I remember correctly, Julie got a phone call before 5 o'clock in the morning, which would have indicated that she knew what was going on before John was found on the lawn.
I can't correct you if you're wrong. I can't confirm or deny that. But here's the problem.
If I got it wrong,
Eric,
I apologize. But
Eric,
that would make her sus.
Here we go. It's 50-50. Now, in the event of a tie, it was 50-50 when I said this. So we got it. In the event of a tie, you get one more sus to try to push the thing over.
I may have thrown it over with my last sus, and that would.
But I had already. It's 50-50 again.
We're
it's 50-50.
back to 50-50.
Okay, so you get one more sus each to try to push your person, Julie Albert versus Kerry. So go ahead, give me another Julie, and then I'll give you a Kerry.
I would have to say, if anybody saw the interviews with the state police that she did, some of the comments she made really made her quite sus. I don't have verbatim on the comments. It's just from memory of watching the interviews.
I do, but I'm not helping you out.
I know you want to win.
Close. It's too close. By the way, Brandy has she's around. Their camper is open. They have a camper down the Cape, so they're living the Cape Cod life. So she's having a blast. Okay,
it's coming down to the wire, John.
I know, and I'm gonna give you my Kerry Roberts, my sus, because I got to push this over the top. I want to win. Kerry Roberts gives us the whole. She remembered the whole thing that morning. The one thing she didn't tell us is that she went in the house when Lank and Good were in the house and they saw nobody coming or going. Kerry Roberts, when she first came back with Karen and Karen was being put in the ambulance, what does she do? You see her go up the driveway and she stops on the walkway for about 22 seconds looking inside, and then she goes inside. Was there a handoff? Was there something said? We don't know. Nobody asked her about it. That's sus, because nobody in either trial ever knew or talked about Kerry Roberts going in the house that morning at 7 a.m.
And John, the tally is in, and by a 2-point margin, 51-49, the number 9 seed, Kerry Roberts, is moving on.
Yes,
That was a true
one.
battle right there.
Oh, I
Well
had to
done,
pull out that
Crocs.
one.
Well done.
I had to pull out that one.
Wow. Julie has to go up against Jen McCabe.
No, Kerry Roberts won.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Kerry Roberts has to go up against
Woo.
Jen McCabe. Wow, Casey really put the screws to this bracket, huh? Hey, next up, number
Hold on,
5.
Hold on, let me
Nagel.
get to the widgets. I got to get to the widgets. Look at that, 51-49. That was a tight one.
Here's another
All right.
12 seed that deserves to be top 10 anyways. Maybe
Hold
top
on.
5.
Suzette, once we open the poll, like we just did, I guess what you do in the comments, you either put 1 or 2. 1 is for Julie Nagel in this sense and instance, and 2 is for Michael Morrissey. So that's how you're gonna vote. See, someone's already voting for Michael Morrissey. There you
John,
go.
I'm gonna take the underdog, Michael
Yeah.
Morrissey.
Of course you are. And I'll take Julie Nagel.
I'll let you go first.
All right. I'm going to go first. Let me double check I got to check my Kronk phone. Hold on. The Kronk phone's going off crazy. So I just want to make sure that someone doesn't need me. I got a lot of photos here. And there you go. All right. Okay. Nothing going on the Kronk phone. Okay. Julie Nagel, a 5 seed versus Michael Morrissey, a 12 seed. And Michael Morrissey's already winning. But you know what? I am 100% behind my girl, Julie Nagel. Okay. Julie Nagel. What is sus about her? Oh, okay. You know what's sus about Julie Nagel is the fact that she texts her brother asking him to come get her. And then even though she's now been changed her mind because Jen said that she would take her home, instead of texting her brother back saying, hey, don't come by, we're all set, she waits for him to get to the house and then tries to invite him in. If it's going to be a snowstorm and you're asking your brother to come get you and then you don't need a ride, you text him back right away saying, hey, cancel the ride, I'm good. That's kind of sus.
Yeah, well, Michael Morrissey, I'm going to give you another personal note of Momo and experience that I've had and my friend Whitey. But we were in Marina Bay and coming back on a boat that is across from where Mike Morrissey's boat is. And the boat we were on had Canton lettering on it. And it was the first time we had come back, and it was early in the season, and there we are pulling it into the slip, and who's waiting for us but Mike Morrissey? No one other than Momo. And he pushes his hat up and he goes, "You guys from Canton? You know who I am?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
we know who you are.
You're Michael Morrissey, the district attorney in Norfolk County." And he goes, "Yep." And we debated a little bit on Karen Reed, and first things out of his mouth were, "I'm going to put her in jail." And that makes him sus.
Oh. Did he really say that to you? I'm going to put her in jail?
Absolutely. Whatever. He doubled down on it.
Wow. Ah, well, since Julie Nagel's going to lose this round, you might as well
To a
just
12 seed.
12. Told you. Okay. You know what sus is that when Jen and Matt come in, they say that Julie was excited to see them. But on the stand, when they asked if they knew her, they really kind of was like, "Yeah, we kind of know her." And Julie has been to Jen and Matt's. She's dog sat for them, and they tried to distance themselves. And she made it. And Julie, was sitting in the kitchen. Didn't know what she was drinking. Didn't know she put her beers in the fridge or not. Um, kind of sus, and that's only because I'm throwing this one away because it's a landslide the other way. So,
John, I'm gonna blow this one out now because it shouldn't even be used in the second half. But he's so sus just for the hostage speech that he made.
Well, you can use that one again. I mean, we're not going to remember them all.
I know, we're winging it. So, he's sus for his hostage statement.
Wow, look at these numbers. Holy crap. Who knew Chris Albert was going to bow out in the first round?
The number 12 seed coming through. I told you, Momo should have been a top 10 contender.
Yeah. Who knew? I mean, Julie Nagel didn't even get to the peanut butter and jelly. All right. This is a good one. You know what? Next one.
Number 4 seed.
I want Gallagher. I want Gallagher this time.
Number 4 seed, Allie McCabe goes up against another strong 13 seed in Gallagher.
Paul Gallagher. I get Paul. I'm getting Paul.
You seem anxious on this one. You want to get going on this one.
Paul Gallagher, who shows up to the scene, orders all of the vehicles moved, and has pictures taken at 7 a.m. and he sees the fact that there's only a couple of vehicles in the driveway. And then, as it turns out, Julie shows up to put donuts in the car in front of her, which she says was Brian Jr.'s car, and there's no car there. And being the giant detective making $300,000 that he is, Paul Gallagher doesn't even flinch at all of that information. That's kind of sus.
John, I'm with you there, and with Allie being a number 4 seed, it kind of speaks for itself. But I think that's a very strong, that's a big number for her to carry, especially up against Gallagher. But
stalling.
I am stalling. Hey, Allie has Life 360, and she was the chauffeur and drove Colin around whenever Colin needed it. Mm-hmm. And all the data is there for everybody to see, and the data makes her sus.
Well, okay. I hate to use this one because I'm winning, but Paul Gallagher, who lives in Milton, who makes $300,000 a year, didn't, and has been on the force. He just retired. He's been on the force forever. Doesn't have any cold weather gear at home. He had to drive from Milton to the Canton police station to get cold weather gear. He doesn't keep any Canton police stuff in his car, in his pantry, in his garage, anywhere. He keeps all of his Canton police stuff at the station. It's kind of sus.
That's sus, John. And Allie, again, she's an excellent driver. Gets you from A to B in a short period of time. Willing to help out the dogs when needed. She picked up the dog, brought it to the PD. And genuinely, I feel bad for her because she made a number 4 seed when I think Gallagher should have been a number 4 seed. So I'm trying to, help push Gallagher along, I think.
It's
But
52 to 48, Eric.
She's
It's a 50-50 between
she
Gallagher and
certainly
Allen.
is sus.
It's 52 to 48.
And another upset. Paul Gallagher moves on as the number
Well, good
13
because
seed.
I got more susses on Paul 51-49.
51-49.
Paul
The
Gallagher.
polls have closed.
Close that poll quick.
We're,
Stop
we're,
that
we're
poll.
down to the last quadrant. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Woo! Oh,
We got number 6,
uh-huh.
Ken Berkowitz, up against number 11,
Let me
Brian.
bring it up.
Albert
Hold on. Let me
Jr..
hold on. Let me open it up. Okay. Here we go.
I'm going to let you have Berkowitz. I'll take
Oh.
Brian Jr., and I'll go first.
You go first? Go ahead.
I'll go first.
Go ahead, because I'm already winning.
And what 21-year-old who's turning 21 doesn't want to go out to a bar and have their first cocktail?
I think it was
I'll stay-
223, Eric.
Oh, he's turning 23?
I think so.
Whatever. It was his
Maybe
birthday.
the
You gotta
Jack
stay
Nicklaus.
home.
Right.
Well, either way, make some sus.
Okay. By the way, Red Sox are up 5-3, and thank you to Ginny for giving us the update on the Red Sox. Ginny is a huge cronk. She's the one that made all the toys for us.
Ginny, thanks for the update, because that could be a 3-game sweep of the Dodgers
Yeah, right back in it. They're going to win 10 in a row and get right back in it.
in LA. They're in LA.
Eric, I don't even have to give us us, but I'm gonna, because I mean that's how we go. I mean, they're already voting. Okay. Anyone that knows Ken Berkowitz knows his glasses are like Coke bottles. Okay. When he played hockey, he was the guy that had the Super Jock glasses with the rubber band that went around the back of his head. You mean to tell me that guy who can't see 2 feet in front of his face saw some taillight on the side of the road as he's going by, and he's the chief of police, and he inserts himself into this whole thing? Kind of sus.
And Brian, since he's a true number 11 seed, and, because I like his mustache, I mean, that thing is perfect. I'm going to give him a break on his second sus and just end it here. Because Kenny Berkowitz is winning by
I know. I don't even, I can throw up
to 10.
And here's the thing. And now I can just throw up a crappy sus because I don't want to lose a good sus on the next round when I need it. I don't know how many vehicles he's gone through in his career at the station, but I do know that there was they got video of an accident that wasn't his fault over, I guess, like in Boston, like on the Tobin or something, somewhere in that area. Don't get me, don't quote me on that area, but somewhere in just outside of the tunnel. But I do know that there may have been an engine that didn't live to see the mileage that it should have when he was going to Kenny Jr.'s hockey games. Well, because when you're always on duty, you're always on duty. So that's my kind of sus, and which I gave up because I didn't need it. There you go. I can move Kenny up. Wow. Kenny's going to go against Paul Gallagher? Really? Berkowitz. All right. Did you mute yourself, Eric? Eric, did you mute yourself again?
I did. What I was saying was that Caitlin's the number 3 seed going up against Ryan Nagel at 14.
Ooh, I want to choose this time.
Go ahead.
I want Ryan Nagel.
You go first.
Okay. Because I have a feeling Ryan Nagel's going to lose. So I want to get my susses out of here. You know what sus is that Ryan's girlfriend said that, Ryan says that they went to C.F. McCarthy's and his girlfriend drove there. But his girlfriend says they were in his truck, not Richie Dontano's truck. And so, but Richie Dontano was driving it. So Ryan allowed the story to be that his girlfriend drove to the center. He went to the CF McCarthy's to see his sister. Twice, he said, to see my sister, all knowing his sister was at 34 Fairview, right? She wasn't at CF McCarthy's, but he said it twice that he went to see his sister at CF McCarthy's, and she's the only sister he's got. And he allowed them to basically be willy-nilly about whose truck, who was driving. And I think it's because could he have not had a license? And that's what he was hiding, the fact that I don't want them to know I was driving. Well, that's kind of sus.
Caitlin, if I remember correctly, works for the Attorney General's
Division?
office,
Mhm.
correct? And as we know, Massachusetts is one of the most corrupt states, if not the most corrupt state in the union. I'm going to place her employment as being quite sus.
All right. You're just holding off your susses for later on her.
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, another thing with Ryan Nagel that's kind of sus is since we're losing, doesn't matter. I'm losing on this one. In the first trial, he went from CF McCarthy's to the Hillside, which would have been the same time that Brian Albert and Brian Higgins were. But in the second trial, they completely skipped the Hillside and went from 34 Fairview, went from the bar to 30. They never mentioned the Hillside. That's kind of sus. It was a throwaway. It was a throwaway sus.
Yeah, I got another one of those throwaway ones too. And
yeah,
you know, Caitlin put on quite the performance on the stand. You know, whether you believe the performance or you didn't believe the performance, the crocodile tears came into play. And because of those crocodile tears, that makes her sus in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a barn burner. 87 to 13.
87. Yeah. Sorry, Ryan. You're out. You're fired.
Caitlin Albert moves on in the last.
Caitlin Kate. We misspelled. Well, Casey misspelled.
What's this? Ernst and Young did it.
Ernst and Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took practice school.
Actually, it was Casey. Casey. We have a friend, Casey, who basically is a consultant. Casey is a consultant that we talked to, and we consulted. You know what? When we get through this first round, let's read what Casey thought and go up against this.
I like that, and
yeah,
you know, I know that you put a lot of work on Casey's plate because you had so many extra things you need to do, like play hockey, put in a railing at home. I get it,
Eric.
I get it.
There's more to that hockey. There's more to that hockey story. So I was walking out of the rink yesterday after the second game. We played 2 games yesterday. And 2 different rinks. Played the first game at 1:00 in the Tewksbury rink, and then the next game at 5:00 in the Salem, New Hampshire rink. And I know that there's a couple Kronks in here. Oh, and by the way, let's do this early. Let's thank the replay crew early instead of at the very end of the show. Hey, replay crew, thank you for watching us. So the Salem Ice Center, and I figured it out today. I didn't have to go up and down those stairs. There's like a set of stairs that lead you up into the main lobby, and then you got to go down the set of stairs that's inside the building to get to the locker rooms and everything. And there's 2 rinks, an NHL rink and a Olympic rink. I'm saying way more than I need to, but I could have gone out the lower door, not taking these stairs, but I was walking down the stairs, and for some reason, my left toe, I don't know what happened. I thought I got the gout all of a sudden because it just got angry, and I'm like, it wasn't like I stubbed it. It wasn't like I stretched it. I was just walking down the stairs to my car, and it has hurt for the last 2 days, and I took 4 ibuprofens and it still hurts. So I don't know what I did to my big toe. Yeah, I was in your town. I was in Salem, and I guess there's an auction right across the street from it. So a car auction. Could have gone to the car auction. Okay, sorry.
So
We'll
John,
keep on
we,
going.
we
Yeah.
now have
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ready for this, but we have number 7, Nicole
Uh-huh.
Albert.
Yeah.
Versus number 10, Tristan Morris.
You mean Tristan? Tristan Morris.
Yeah, I mean Casey twisted that up a little bit, but
Yeah.
we all know Tristan.
That voodoo god probably did get me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. And
Go
I'll
ahead.
take
You
Tristan
pick.
and you can go first.
Okay. Well, Nicole Albert says that when she got home, she was the only one to go to the front door. Everybody else went to the side door. And the only reason she went to the front door is because there was an area for you to take your shoes off because it was inclement weather. And that's where she encountered Colin. She almost bumped into Colin. But we know that Colin went out the side door or the door right near the garage, right? Because he had just seen his father before his father went to the bathroom. It's kind of sus that that Coco saw Colin in an area when he went out a different area, when he went out a different door. So that's my Nicole Albert first sus.
So Tristan was responsible for picking up his now wife, then girlfriend. And it's unclear whether Kristen showed up at 2:15-ish or 1:30-ish. And because that, nobody can pin that down originally, that makes him sus.
Okay. I'm winning this, and I don't want to give up a good sus. Yeah. See, you got to be strategic. Don't want to give up that sus. I want to use that sus later. Okay, I'll give him a crappy sus. You go out to dinner. Wait, is Julie still in it or is she out?
Julie?
Julie's still in it? Yeah.
Julie Albert? I mean,
yeah, is Julie Albert. She's still in it?
No, she lost to Kerry Roberts.
She lost. Okay, good. All right. So Julie comes and picks you up and brings you to the bar. Julie goes home early. You get a ride home from your husband, and Caitlin's in the car with you. And maybe the decorated dude is also in the car with you. I honestly think that what could have really happened was that when they came back from New York, the decorated dude Higgins and Brian Albert showed up at the house. Sarah Levinson saw them because it's in the report that she saw them come back from New York. They jumped into Brian Higgins's car and went up to the hillside. And I think that's why Brian Higgins's Jeep was in the driveway, because Coco got picked up by Julie. Julie picks up Coco and Caitlin, because that's what she said. She picked up Coco and Caitlin. They went to the bar together. And the rest of the night, you always see Brian Higgins and Brian Albert together. And Coco goes to the bars. She's the one. What's kind of sus is she snuck a drink out too of the waterfall. It's kind of sus bringing road sodas home at your age. It's kind of sus.
Well, Tristan was got caught up in a little bitch session between himself and Aiden Kearney over at South Boston at Castle Island. And the fact that he had that conversation the entire time, holding a phone to his ear like he was having another conversation, that makes him sus to me.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
I don't think it's very. I'm very convincing because
you're
he's
not going to
24 to
convince.
76.
You're not going to convince anyone that
Well,
Nicole's going to move
he-
on.
he got votes. He got some votes. But
All right.
Nicole is moving on.
Nicole
Hey, we're down to the last matchup
before
of
the
first round.
16. Yeah.
Number 2, Matt McCabe
Okay.
against
Here we go.
which I think is the this
The
15
underdog?
seed.
The
This is
underdog?
strongest 15 seed. This is certainly an underdog
This
that
is an
can win.
underdog.
that can win.
Yep.
Chloe the dog is going up against Matt McCabe. And
Yep.
John, I'm gonna take Chloe the dog. And I'll go
Okay.
first.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Chloe's sus simply because she left marks, unfortunately, on John. That I mean, I don't know that they necessarily tested for the DNA or anything, but the marks are there, the claw marks are there, there's teeth marks there. That makes it very sus, especially for a 15 seed.
The Asian house. Matt McCabe in a text talking about the neighbors, I think that's kind of a little sus. And what really snuck by everyone in the text was, I had to pick up a car, so I was driving by Fairview. Anyone from Canton knows that there's no car places around in that Fairview neighborhood. And in order to pick up a car, what you need is another driver. So that meant someone was in the car with him. That's kind of sus.
John, Chloe has disappeared. She's no longer.
Doggy heaven?
No, I'm not saying that. I think Chloe is in the witness protection program. She's flipped.
She's in a kennel somewhere.
And she got rehomed. I think there was a heart-to-heart had at that home, and they immediately went to Chelsea, and Chelsea said, "This is we need to protect you," and probably odds are somewhere in Montana, roaming the hills, but in witness protection. And
get along, little doggy.
That makes Chloe sus.
Oh, since I'm winning this one, I am not giving up my big Matt sus. So I have to think for 1 second of just a lower Matt sus. Let's see. Oh man, finally I got stumped on a Matt McCabe one.
On a number 2 seed.
Oh, I got one that I can use. Okay. Matt and Jen walk in to 34 Fairview. Sarah Levinson says they're standing up like right there in the kitchen, and we know Jen and Matt are making trips back and forth to the front door. But Matt said that he looked out the window. He was I was seated at the table. I was seated at the table. It's kind of sus. I'm just giving up just a cheap sus because I knew I was winning that one.
Yeah,
I was saving my sus. Yeah, I was saving my sus.
I thought Chloe was going to put up a better matchup, but she probably shouldn't have been a 15 seed. Probably should have been a 8 or a 9 seed.
Okay. So that's the first round. We basically got Higgins, Jillian Daniels, Yuri versus Colin, Proctor and Good, Tully and Brian Albert, Jen McCabe versus Kerry Roberts, Morrissey versus Gallagher. Who the heck was that? Ken Berkowitz versus Caitlin Albert, and Nicole Albert versus Matt. So let's move that. Let's get these widgets. Let's close this down, right?
And John, since you have the official tallies over there, you're going to have to do the introduction to the game, since I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay. So let's first move the you got to move the pole over to the other side again, because we're going to go back down the brackets. Do you remember how to do that?
No.
You don't remember how to do that? Neither do I.
You had to do it for me, remember?
I did. I found it right here. Okay, there we go. All
It's too
right.
bad we can't move ourselves to the middle.
We probably could. Like, let's just do. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, can't do that. Oh. Let's see.
Let's go back to
Now I feel like the. Nope. I feel like the gruesome foursome right now. Yeah, there you
let's
go.
go back to there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. See, we're gonna play the role of the forensic room tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides,
so I gotta-
Brian
hold on.
Albert beat Denise Galvin, and you can
Yeah.
see Brian's name.
All right. So right now, while you stall for me, because I have to put in the new
John, I think it's time for a word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
If I can find our sponsor.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Yeah.
it's Higgins versus Jillian.
After a hard day at work, there is nothing better than a Pricks Insider.
How dare you?
All right.
John, before you get into it though, everybody's favorite.
It's her friend.
We should ask the chat. Was that trial 1 or trial 2?
I'm not making that an option.
No,
No.
they can.
You're
They can it's either 1 or 2. Just put it in there.
And Colin. Who else we got? Let's do this. And then it's going to be Procter and Goody. All right.
You still
I should have
need
been
some
doing
time.
this all along.
Yeah, you should have. But I'll give you a little help because
That's all right. All right, there we go.
Why are you saying that? There's no need for people to hear that.
fact.
There's no need to talk about that.
All right. Well, hey, while we're here,
yeah,
let's take care of a couple more since we've been playing them. Erica became a YouTube member. Thank you.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
for 1 month, Miss Eliza. This is awesome, guys. Well, we're trying. We're trying to entertain. And like I said, I had a hockey tournament, so it wasn't like I was digging into any FOIA requests or anything like that. I was taking a weekend off, and we're just having a little fun tonight.
John, you getting ready to retire from hockey?
Pretty much. I'm getting there. It's close.
It's getting close.
Yeah. You know, they offered me if I could get down to 250 that they would have paid for me for the winter season. But I only have a month left, so I'm not gonna make it.
What are they trying to say? You're a little slow out there?
I'm at 284. I weighed myself today. I'm at 284. I'm not gonna make 250, so I have to pay my own way this year.
Because of that,
yeah.
John, you get one of these.
My son Colin, he joined the military. It's a travesty.
Somebody joined late. Could you give an overview of the game? Okay. The overview is basically who's kind of more sus. So we bracketed the people. It's 32 people. It's not who's guilty of anything. It's just like, like Brian Higgins wanted to suss it out, right? When Karen was texting Brian, I was trying to suss it out, right? It's just like, who does sus things, and who's the more sus kind of person? Not who's guilty of anything, not that they did anything wrong. Just kind of, like, who's sus?
And
So
John,
that's the overview.
I think that, we did the right thing and we brought it to the Kronks and let the Kronks decide who the most sus is.
We talked about this because when I told you, I'm like, I got a hockey, and I didn't want to, I knew we would have a show, but I didn't have the effort. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy to put in the amount of effort I usually do. I came up with this. I'm like, let's just, this is, they do it for college basketball. If it's good enough for the NCAA, it's good enough for Canton. So, How about this? Great job. You're loving this, Miss Eliza. Thank you. And Colleen, Trish became a member. Thank you so much. Oh, look at the little girl with like giant donut eyes. Oh my God! Speaking of donuts, I'm not eating donuts, but I'm just saying. There's a place in West Roxbury, Anna's Donuts. It's to die for. They make their donuts right there in house. They're so soft and fluffy.
When's the last time you had one of those donuts, John? Since you're not eating them.
It's a couple weeks ago. I had them. Oh, I know exactly when I had them. Lucky knows when I had them. We enjoyed a Monday. Well, he didn't enjoy it, but we enjoyed it. Lucky was in Boston for something. Mullins was in Boston with Lucky, and then Mullins came out and I had her stop at Anna's and bring me Anna's. And then we headed back out.
John,
So yeah,
we got round 2 coming.
we do. So I just want to say thank you to
how you calling this round? Is this the
Sustine?
the Sustine
The Sustine
round?
This is the Sustine round.
The round of Sustine.
This round of Sustine.
Yeah, say that
Right.
3 times fast. I did.
Round of Sustine. Round of Sustine. Round of Sustine.
Yeah,
There you go.
Toast.
Right now I've only got the first 1, 2, 3 in there.
All right,
So
keep working.
we're gonna do it as we go. No, I don't want to keep leaning forward I'm trying to rest, but let's do it. Okay, here we go. I mean, we're winging it.
All right, so we got Matt McCabe up against that was the last one.
Higgins.
Yeah. I'll put it
Right.
up there.
We got Higgins and Jillian.
I'll take Higgins this time. You take Jillian, and you can go first.
I get Jillian. No, I took Jillian last time.
No, you had Higgins last time.
I had Jillian last time. Remember
and Higgins.
I had Higgins last time too. All right,
Yeah.
so I got to get one of them again. Who are you giving me?
You're taking Jillian.
Okay, I'm taking Jillian again. For years, she speed walked past my house like she was preparing for a marathon. That's a little sus. You're in your 40s speed walking. That's sus.
John, Brian Higgins was trying to make the moves on a fellow law enforcement officer's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's sus.
Oh, it's very sus. I can't win this one. Ooh. Come to think of it, Jillian Daniels, it's not really that sus. Jillian Daniels is a very loyal and a very passionate, very horrible driver, but I already used that. So you know what? I'm going to concede for the first time and agree with you that Higgins is way more sus than Jillian Daniels.
I feel the reason I didn't want to take Jillian in either one of those is just because I think the only mistake she made was speaking up, and it's I feel bad for her, to be honest with you. So,
me too.
Family's
She's
family, and I don't blame her.
Right.
And in some respects, I think a number 9 seed is way too high.
Yeah, she should have been. She should have been a 15 with Chloe the dog.
Chloe, I think should have been a 9 seed.
She did get 3 votes. She's not that sus. I mean, she made it. I mean, but who else are you going to put in there?
Yeah, I mean, Higgins is moving on.
Higgins is moving on. All right, Higgins is moving on. All right, let's do the next one. Here we go. This is going to be good.
This is a big one.
Yuri versus Colin. All right.
We should switch it up, right? Because I didn't have Colin last time and you didn't have Yuri last time. Is that right?
I didn't have either one of them. Yeah.
No, I didn't do Colin last time. I did Kelly Dever.
Did I do Colin?
And you did Mike Lank. So why don't you take
Colin.
Why don't you take
I'll take Yuri. I'll take
and
Yuri.
I'll take Colin.
Yeah, right, because you did Yuri before.
And I'll go first and
go ahead.
Take
Colin.
We've all fallen on ice in the past. And
ooh, good sauce.
Never have I fallen and had my knuckles scraped like I punched somebody in the face. So
good sauce.
Because of that fall, Colin's sus.
Okay, I got to pull out a big one now for this. All right, Yuri was Michael Proctor's supervisor. Michael Proctor, who lives in Canton, had Yuri go by the police station, Canton Police Station, to pick up evidence for him and bring it back down to the Norfolk County District Attorney's office. Since when do you let the underling tell you what to do? Kind of sus.
John, since I know that Colin's going to win and advance to the next round, I'm going to cut him some slack. I'm going to cut him some slack simply because he's in the Army now and he's doing Army training.
Army training, sir?
Sir. It all of the above makes him sus.
Okay. Since I'm losing, I'm gonna give a couple of susses for Yuri. Right?
Yeah, you need to work on that one.
His dance moves are sus. The fact that he butt wiped himself with a shirt at a wedding, that's sus. His horrible singing at karaoke on a cruise, drunk, sus. His singing to, was it Coldplay? Sus. The fact that he has a SUV and coming from Stoughton and beat Michael Proctor to the station and they walked in together, that's kind of sus. And since I'm losing, I might as well do a couple more. I'll do one big sus to try to put him. This is my sus to try to put him over the top. Yuri in trial said, if you show me something that I put my name to, or one of my guys put their name to, I will take it as gospel. And it was the exact document that said Chris and Julie followed to 34 Fairview. How is that gospel, Yuri? I guess it didn't work. I was passionate.
79% to 21, and Colin's moving on. I was expecting a battle kind of like the Julie Albert. Kenny
I thought it'd be 50-50. I tried.
Yeah. I didn't even use the big guns.
See, sometimes you gotta pull out the put all the stops.
Oh, we got a big matchup coming.
Here we go. Let's pull it up.
We got Michael Proctor up against Sean Good. Good.
Right. While you do that, I'm gonna load. I'm gonna load in Tully and Brian Albert. Go ahead.
All right, so I did Goody the last time, so I'll take. I did Goody and Proctor. Which one do you want?
Oh, I don't care.
All right, I'll take Goody.
We're winging it.
Yeah, we're winging it. I'm gonna, my first sus with Goody is that he walked by you, John, at the Boston Garden or the TD Garden, and kind of, nudged his head and body towards you to give you the glare and the look and the intimidation, kind of like we were getting, the standouters, myself included, were getting at Boston, at Canton PD when we were standing out. So because he's a little aggressive, we're gonna give Goody a little susness.
Yeah, he was aggressive.
Oh yeah.
You know, funny thing you say about that, where, it appeared that he was trying to intimidate. I wasn't a good boxer, but I held my own. And one time I did go over to Brockton. I was boxing out of Stoughton a lot, but I did go over to Brockton, and the guy was like, "Wow, you're a big boy." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "How much you weigh?" And at the time, 250. He goes, "Yeah, I got a guy, his wife's a nurse. He's trying to get back into it. We'll give you the headgear." And I'm like, "Okay." And they go, "His name's Kevin McBride. Ever hear of him?" And Kevin McBride knocked out Tyson. I'm like, "You know what? I'm all set. I don't want to eat mashed potatoes for the rest of my life." So I think I'm pretty smart to know when, I know when I've met my match. Okay. So yeah. So I'll tell you, those guys are a little sus. Okay. So my guy is, who do I get? I get
You got Proctor.
I got Proctor.
You got Proctor.
Okay. Michael Proctor. That's a Prickson. The fact that Michael Proctor didn't know that he had years worth of stuff in the cloud and fought for his job for almost a year, it's a little sus.
Yeah, and Goody got paid. He got paid for 8 months and did squat.
Ooh, yeah.
On the taxpayer's dime. And then when it was time to answer questions, he said, "Oh, no, I quit. I resign." So because of that, he's sus.
Well, since I think I'm going to win this one, I'm going to kind of throw away a Proctor.
At least I got Goody to 2%, 3%.
You didn't even use the Goody in the mass accountability, being on the camera driving through the cemetery,
or the good gone bad,
or the good gone bad. You had so much you could have worked with. The fact that Proctor was such a big bad guy in front, to his friends, but when it came down to it, he had to spell the word "see you next Tuesday." That's kind of sus. If you're a big bad Proctor, you just be big. Don't change who you are. I don't change who I am. I'm a hairy, fat fuck who likes Prickson ciders, and that's who I am. I'm not changing who I am. He shouldn't have changed who he was.
John, I'm just gonna say that to get good to 5% against Proctor, he's like a heavyweight. That's pretty good, but Proctor's moving on.
It's good going bad. Now, where's my pen? Hold on, don't go anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
I lost my pen.
Well, take a second. We'll help you.
I know.
It's been a while since we've seen this.
Give us the fucking timeline. And we'll go easy on you.
John, you're walking away again?
Yeah, I don't know where the pen is.
What the? They're probably with the Prickson ciders.
No. It probably fell into the crack of the couch or something. I don't know.
Anyone?
Anyone? See what happens when you wing it?
Hey, you know something?
Eric, just entertain the crotch for a minute while
we got all kinds of good stuff for him.
Inconceivable.
Oh, you know what we haven't seen in a while? I'm gonna give you a break. If you need to
whatever you've seen in a while,
go get a Prickson cider.
Whoa, look at that! An amazing Kronk sending us a super chat!
That deserves a Kronk dance!
John, I gotta admit the Kronks have been solid on this on this bracket. You know, like I can't really disagree with him anywhere.
Good.
I mean, we're gonna get down into the nitty gritty after this round, but
I know it's gonna get tougher. It's gonna get tougher.
That-
My God, Eric! I know where the pen is. Thank you,
Yeah.
White Spirit. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, well, thank you, White Spirit. I found the pen.
So now you got 2 pens.
Yeah, I got 3. Yeah, Mullins brought me down 2.
Back up.
All right, so Proctor wins that one, right?
Yep.
All right, let me. That's sus, right? Walking around with a pen in my ear, not knowing. That's totally sus. That's sus. All right.
What do we have here? Do we have Tully against Brian Albert?
We've got Tully versus big bad Brian Albert.
This should be a battle.
All right.
This is you would expect to have this kind of matchup in like the grade 8.
I'll take Tully.
You'll take Tully. I'll take Brian. You go first.
Okay. Brian Tully, the senior guy at the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, is so sus that he spent the whole day at Canton Police with Ken Berkowitz before he heads down to 34 Fairview to find taillight, and yet never got anyone below him to take pictures of Karen's car from any close-up distance, meaning he didn't have Proctor or Yuri take pictures of the car in the driveway. He didn't have Proctor and Yuri take pictures of the car on the ramp truck. He didn't have them take pictures of the car as they went into the station. That's kind of sus.
John, Brian butt dialed another Brian while he was making whoopee with his wife. That's sus. Is sus.
When was the last time that you were making whoopee with the missus and you butt dialed a federal agent only to have that federal agent butt dial you back?
Butt dial you back.
I can't believe I just helped you with your sus. I mean, that's sus right there, especially at that age. Especially, how about this? Where was the phone?
Right.
How was he making whoopee if the phone's in his back pocket? Or was it in the bed and he rolled over on it? And his ass cheek unlocked the phone and called Brian Higgins.
Maybe he was scrolling at the same time. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Sorry I went into your sus, but now I gotta go back to Tully's sus. Brian Tully is so sus that he's losing, that you can't tell him apart from Ken Berkowitz. They're both short and bald and got like little frog heads. He kind of looks sus. That's all I got on that one. I knew I was losing.
I'm gonna kind of sandbag this one. I think I need to gain some time because we're gonna need some susness.
Future rounds.
Hold
on. I gotta put this poll up because I gotta type it in. Hold on.
Done with Brian? Are we done with Brian?
Oh, go ahead. Give me a little more Brian while I
yeah.
put the next one in, because Brian's gonna win anyway. So go ahead, sandbag Brian's while I.
What was Brian gonna do? Was he gonna come down in his underwear and go outside in 16-degree weather to help? Why would he do that? No, couldn't bring any blankets outside. It may have been too late. I know, but maybe offer some people some coffee. I don't know. Something just made you happen in your front lawn. You make some coffee, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
none of that. Sus.
Sus. I just want to see if we can get over to the other bracket or something. To the other side. We probably can't. Oh, there we go. There we go. We just had it.
Sorry. Go ahead. Do it again.
Go back to this for a minute, because that way you get because the next one up. Oh wait, we just had Tully versus Big Brian Albert. So we are going to the other side.
Brian moves on.
Yeah,
Brian's-
Brian moved on.
Brian's
So
in
let's
the,
go back to
in the sus grade 8.
yeah, here we go. Now move. Now we just got to move. Wait a
this
minute.
is gonna
We
be
got to
a
move the
battle.
widgets. We got to move the widget over. Hold on. Move the widget over. Okay. And let's stop.
This is
Tully
an
versus-
anticipated round right here.
I know. Here we go. Boom. Jen versus Harry Roberts. This is going to be a tough one. We might need extra susses. Let's do this. Who do you want?
I'll take Jen.
Oh, you bastard. Okay.
Listen, I'll take Carrie. You can tell whoever you
Yeah, I want Jen this time. I want Jen. I had Carrie
I'll
last
take
time.
Carrie.
Okay. I'll take Jen, and I'll go first. Because you had Jen last time.
Sure.
When she didn't brush her teeth for the ice cream. You know. Yeah. And since I'm already winning, no, let's just go for it. So Jen, you know what's sus about Jen is Jen was around almost every officer at some point in this investigation. You saw her on the dash cam talking to every officer there, talking to the paramedics that were there, going in the house. We still don't know when the light got turned on. Basically gave up Lank, saying when we came down the stairs, Lank was in the house, was talking to, she was within earshot when Kerry was giving her interview, and we handed the phone to Kerry, and she's telling them everything. That's kind of sus.
Well, Kerry wasn't at CF McCarthy's. Kerry wasn't at the waterfall. Kerry wasn't at 34 Fairview that night. Why is she so much of a focal witness in this story here? Alleged witness. All of that combined, the fact that she's a talker, she was telling them everything. It all makes her sus.
I was saving this one. Because I figured Jen was going to move on to rounds, but someone in the chat's already said it. So Jen gets, hypothetically speaking, Jen gets picked up by Kerry Roberts, and they go over to One Meadows. They spend hours at One Meadows. Okay? They go back to Jen's house, or Jen goes back to Jen's house. She's at her own house. The next ping on her Life 360 is 4 minutes at Fairview, and then 45 minutes of destroying Lank's bathroom. Who goes and destroys someone else's bathroom when they were just home? You were home. You could have gone to the bathroom at home. Don't you want to use your own toilet? That's sus.
So, John, Kerry.
What'd you say?
Kerry, on a personal note, is the one person that drives by us on Washington Street, across from CF's and outside of the Walgreens parking lot when we're campaigning for Adam Deitch or whatever, my I Love Canton sign. She goes out of her way with facial expressions and all in the big fuck you every time she goes by.
It's kind of sus.
That's a little sus to me.
Not sus enough to get a point.
I couldn't even get her a vote. I tried.
Jen's taking a dump at Lank's house. Won it. That's a sus right there. Like,
John,
literally,
it took 45 minutes because she didn't know how to use the plunger. Usually Matt does that. Oh my God,
that's I you know, like I said, Dumb and Dumber, you can just see her in there. She got the fan on, the window open. Don't come in, don't stop.
How do I use this thing, Matt?
Jiggling the handle. Imagine if she had Thai food, it would have been even worse. Yeah.
Brings sus to a whole new level.
That's sus. And here's the thing, I can't use that sus again. So that's enough. That's it. That was. I have plenty more susses for her, but I mean, it was a landslide, so I wanted to get that one out.
This is why Jen's a number one seed. She
Yep.
unanimously moves on to the next round.
Versus it's going to be Morrissey versus Paul Gallagher. Let me do the witch. Hold on.
This
I
is
know.
a battle.
I know.
battle
Hold on. Let me get
royale.
this up. Let me get this up. Well, so it's Michael Morrissey versus who? Who did I say?
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Oh, yeah.
Who do you want?
Well, I took Gallagher last time, and you took Morrissey last time.
That's why I'm asking you who you
right?
want.
Well, let's flip flop. I'll take
All right.
Morrissey.
You go first.
Okay. Michael Morrissey, for the first time in history, or at least that we know of, did a ransom video to try to sway everybody's opinion of a case from that room with all the books behind him, all the
John,
law
you
books.
got the poll up?
Yeah, well, I got to start it, right?
Yeah,
So Michael Morrissey does his video. He does the hostage video. That's kind of sus that a district attorney would be forced to do a hostage video. Kind of sus to me.
John, the Gallagher I knew growing up was a good guy. Really good guy. Gentleman. Good family. But for him to sit on the stand and answer the questions and say that there was no probable cause to go into that house.
Oh, good
Is
sus.
sus.
That's a good sus. Wow. All right. It didn't get you any points, but that's okay.
Oh, I got a couple now. 6%.
Okay. Morrissey continued to do fundraising all along, knowing that he wasn't going to be running again. And then what did he do with that war chest? Did I just see that he moved a majority of that war chest over to Greg Connor? Did he just donate to Greg Connor a huge amount?
I don't know if it was Connor, John. Just I don't want to get involved with your sus statements here.
I know, but I was asking a question.
Tubbs got from what I understand, Tubbs got 20 grand out of Morrissey's campaign for work that he did for him.
There you go. Thank you for helping
Allegedly.
me with my sus that I was winning anyways.
Yeah, no problem.
There you
go. And Gallagher, some will give him credit, some won't, for his, going, to make sure that he got the proper equipment to investigate before the state police got involved. And he went over and he got the solo cups.
Uh-huh.
And then he took the leaf blower and exposed the
first
he didn't
time
expose any of the red light.
Yeah.
He just exposed the clear light. That to me is extremely sus.
Since you're going to lose this round, can I
But I got
help you with
14%. That's not
I
bad.
know. Can I help you with a Gallagher sus since he's going to
Go right
lose?
ahead.
How about the fact that once Gallagher got the leaf blower, it took him a grand total of 18 seconds, I think it was. It could have been, maybe it was 22 seconds. I'd have to go back. But literally, it took him seconds to find that piece of glass. It's kind of sus.
It's very sus.
Like, right. I mean, you got to be really lucky that you fire that thing up and, oh, look, there's the glass, but no taillight. Yeah.
Momo moves on, and the Red Sox are up
Morrissey.
6-3.
6-3. Morrissey moves on. All right. Whoa, Morrissey's going to end up going against Jen McKay.
Oh, that's going to be a battle.
Right?
Oh, I think the next one, what do we have? Caitlin? I mean,
Ken
Kenny
Berkowitz. Ken
up against
Berkowitz.
Caitlin?
Yep. And let me put that in. Hold on. Let me put this in. I got to stop that poll.
John, I'm gonna take Kenny this time, and you can take Caitlin, and I'll let you go first.
Yeah, well, of course you're gonna.
Unless you want me to go first, I can go first.
Go ahead while I'm typing this in.
Yeah, sure. So, Kenny was on disability when this all happened. He wasn't even supposed to be anywhere near this, and not only that, he gets himself involved, and as the chief who's out on disability, he also has an acting chief who was not out on disability, and neither one of them showed up at the crime scene on 34 Fairview. That is sus.
Caitlin, okay. Julie Albert says she went to 34 Fairview and picked up Caitlin and Coco, and they went to the waterfall together. And Caitlin turns around and says, "No, I went to the waterfall with Tristan, who dropped me off." That's kind of sus. It's sus. Oh, there you go. I got a vote. It's sus.
You're doing good, John. You're up to 14%. Kenny. Little known fact about Kenny in the first trial. I don't think that the Reed team was ever able to find him to subpoena him.
Oh, yeah.
Why would he be so elusive? And why weren't they able to get him on the stand?
Chief of police. I know.
That's sus.
Okay. I got to pull out the Caitlin stops now, huh? Caitlin, who we saw pictures of her in her apartment at college, the hot tub with Katie McLaughlin and a couple other girls, down the beach with the flag and the beers, kind of just knew a couple people from Canton, but didn't really. But the big thing is originally she left at an earlier time than until the stuff from the TUI report showed that she was really there much later than when she said she left. That's kind of sus.
John, good job. You got her up to 16%.
All right.
But she lost, and Kenny Berkey is moving on.
Because you can't prove that she took the dog anywhere, so I couldn't. Kenny Berkowitz.
Oh, that leaves us with big Matt McCabe
versus
Nicole Albert.
Nicole. I know. I just hit my freaking microphone. Sorry.
And John, you had Matt last time. I'm gonna take Matt this time.
Okay. Let me put it down first. Maddie M versus Nicole versus Coco. Versus Coco. Here we go. All right, let's put it up there.
So Maddie had a great view out to the street. Saw Karen's SUV and John's, but never saw John get out of the car and come in or do any of that. But he kept checking, and that car it stayed there, and then it moved up a little bit, and maybe Higgins's car was behind Karen's, but the car behind Higgins's never saw Higgins's car. So Matt's mixed in with a bunch of people that didn't see shit. And that's sus.
Coco, who had just gotten home and walked through the front door and took her shoes off, the first thing she started doing was clean. You have an after party at your house, and the first thing you do is clean. And then the only other thing she knows that she did is the fact that we may have gone in the other room to look at pictures because her kid is in the military, which didn't coincide with her husband saying they went up to the kids' room to look at pictures. Now, you've owned the house forever. You would know where these pictures are. They're either in the kids' room, who's away, which now you've made into like a shrine, or they're in your living room. Where are the pictures? I don't know. It's kind of sus.
John, I feel like I'm gonna win this one easy, so I'm gonna kind of lay this one up a little bit. Just say that.
Well, you don't know what my next sus is, but go ahead.
He was the one that was yelling or instructing Jen to quiet Karen down because the neighbors were, they were gonna hear her, and that makes him a little sus.
Oh, if he moves on, I gotta remember Matt sus. We're doing this without notes.
We're winging it. I'm true to my game. I come in unprepared.
Yeah, me too.
As
you
all know.
Look at me. I'm just writing
And
notes on my pad here. I just wrote my first note down in case I get mad again. Okay. I got a Coco. Again, you've lived in that house for God knows how long. It's been in the family forever. I mean, even when we grew up, they had a pool party there in 3rd grade. In Mrs. Starkis's class, right? You've been there forever, right? And you know that you have a vehicle. You know what your husband's vehicles are. You know what your kids' vehicles are driving because you guys are the ones registering them and then paying for the insurance. And yet she forgets to talk about the Ford Edge. And she doesn't know what was in the garage and what wasn't in the garage. It's kind of sus. Yeah,
John, you did good. You got Coco up to 22%. We kind of knew Big Matt was going to win.
I knew Matt was going to get it.
Coco hung in there though. She
hung in
to that round,
and Matt got it. So all right.
We're down to the grade 8, right?
We're down to the.
Should we hear from Casey, or is Casey not available?
Well, I haven't. I mean, we've just been winging it, and it's already 9:30. So,
all right,
Casey's out. Probably should. Yeah, Casey's out. We're down to the Elite 8 of the susses, and let's go over the susses. It's basically going to be Higgins versus Colin. It's going to be Proctor versus Big Bad Brian Albert. It's going to be Kenny Berkowitz versus Matt McCabe. And it's going to be Jen McCabe versus Michael Morrissey. All right.
It's Battle Royale.
It's going to be. So let me put these polls in real quick while you do we have any housekeeping? And I can.
We might need a word from our sponsor, John.
I can go ahead. Higgins Colin.
Careful. Once you have had a Prixon cider, you will want it all night.
It's her friend.
That is until you get old. Once you get old, then you can only have so many Prixon ciders.
Yeah, what do you want, about 18?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9. I'm good. That's nothing for me.
Hey, John.
Proctor versus This is gonna be Proctor.
That's your boy.
That's my boy, huh? Proctor versus Big Brian. Oh, this is gonna be Mad Brian.
So who's up now?
Let me get these last 2 in, and then we can give me 1 more minute. How's the chat doing?
I was actually looking at something like this.
That happens. Sure, I'll take your microphone away. It is not the right way.
These are going to be tough, so
John, I'd like to see Dick Stady take your microphone away. Let's see how that goes.
There's a lot of people that want to see me take my microphone away.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that want the bus to roll over me. There's a lot of people that want, And here's the thing,
John. They never say that to me about you,
Eric. When it comes time, I'm going to do it to myself. I'm going to take myself out when it comes time. If Berkey moved on, huh? It is Berkey versus Matt.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
that's a battle. That could be the battle of the night.
All right. So So the last,
should we put a line on these? Should we
yeah.
should we get
So
Vegas
last
to
four.
tune in?
The last four are going to be Higgins versus Colin, Proctor versus Big Bad Brian, and on the other side you get Jen McCabe versus Morrissey, and Berkey versus Matt McCabe. Let me just check the chat real quick. Thank you for responding. Of course, Emily beat me to the punch. Hopefully, she's got to get some info. I don't know what that is. Jen carrying kids went to 34. Well, that's one of my susses. Thanks for the chat. That they remind me of some of the susses I miss. And I'm going to sneeze. No!
God bless.
No!
God bless.
There you go. Okay, it's just a double. All right. So, might as well get into the Elite Eight. Here we go.
The Elite Sus 8.
You want? I'll take
Higgins.
Okay, you take Higgins. All right, you take Higgins. I'll take Colin, but you go first.
Okay, so Higgins drove all the way down to the military base on the Cape, destroyed his phone.
Yep.
After finding out from a friend how to take information off their text messages, not all of it, just the ones he wanted. And then he destroyed his phone and he threw it into the dumpster on a military base. That makes him more than sus.
Oh, come on, Eric. This is supposed to be the Elite Eight. Okay. Colin testifies to two separate videos that it could be the same night because I changed my shirt. Really? You changed your shirt when you were fighting with the what is it? The what boys? The what was their name? The Advantage Boys.
The Advantage
Boys.
Yeah.
So you got two different videos from two different times, and your excuse was, "Oh, it could have been the same night. I like to change my shirt." And when we see him in court, back-to-back days, it's almost the same shirt. It's kind of sus.
John, there were alleged reports that Kevin Albert had to reach out to Brian because Brian was off the grid. Brian Higgins had not answering Brian Albert's texts, not answering his calls. They were in a panic.
I don't like his susses.
And then Higgins comes back to life. That's sus.
You know what sus is? Colin drinking a what's that? What are those drinks with the little coffee beans in them?
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini. Chugging an espresso martini. That's sus.
That is sus.
It's sus.
Those aren't chuggable.
You're a teenager. Oh, well, while I'm at it, since he's losing, you're a teenager drinking with your father at the American Legion. That's sus. Okay, you're making a fool of yourself at hockey games. That's sus. You're chugging espresso martinis. That's sus.
John, I'm going to try to help you out one time with this.
Go ahead.
During a select board campaign that Whitey and I were involved in, Colin pulled up to a set of lights while we were at the Canton Library, rolled his window down and says, "Hey, Whitey, I hear your wife left you." Which
I got another
certainly doesn't happen.
Right.
Whitey's got a fantastic wife.
Colin, who's delivering pizzas for his father, is thinking that somebody in a 1970 Chevy Nova or whatever Mass Accountability is driving is following him. So he drives up, cuts through parking lots, goes the other way, happens to see the Chevy Nova going this way, goes the other way, turns around. They go to the police station, and he has to bring his dad with him to the police station. And it's only then that he has to alert his father, "Hey, they left their body cam on the table. Shush." That's sus.
John,
come on.
The Kronks have voted.
Yeah.
And
tried.
Higgins is at
All right.
68%
Higgins makes the
to Collins
final
32%.
four.
Higgins moves forward.
Colin,
you're out of here.
Colin, you're out. Can I help you? Nope, just looking.
Just looking.
Okay.
Who's next?
I got this one. Proctor versus Big Brian Higgins. Brian Albert. I'm taking Brian Albert this time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm taking Brian Albert.
Take Brian.
Oh, I'm gonna go first. Okay.
And you go first because I'm not ready with Proctor yet.
You know what's sus about that is everybody around him seems to kind of meet their demise. He did that Boston's Finest, and something happened there, and then John O'Keefe, and like nothing good ever happens around him. And the fact that there's so many stories of him just cold cocking people because he doesn't like what they said or didn't like their shoes and then just walked out. That's kind of sus.
John, Proctor was at the same table at his sister's wedding with Chris Albert and Colin Albert. Yet they don't know anybody. They don't know each other. Proctor's mother states that the Albert family is like a second family to them. Yet Proctor doesn't know them. That's sus.
Well, Big Bad Brian Albert gets home, and the first thing he sees is Colin, but then he goes to the bathroom, which we assume is on the first floor. And when he comes out of the bathroom, Colin's gone. And then he's got to go upstairs to get Chloe, to bring Chloe down. And he testifies that, Chloe was barking because people were downstairs. Well, newsflash, there were people downstairs all night long. That means Chloe should have been barking all night long. And he takes Chloe out, and then by their own testimony, they kind of leave Chloe there. And if Chloe's not good with people, why wouldn't you have brought Chloe straight back up to the bedroom, the same bedroom that Chloe wasn't in when Jen woke you up?
John, it doesn't look good for Michael Proctor.
Yeah.
He's at 17%.
I won one. I fucking
Big
won
Bad
one.
Brian's
Yeah.
83%, and he's moving on. He's in the final four.
Bad Brian.
We have our second final four finisher.
Yep. Two left. How are we doing with the chat? Was the chat okay? Are you guys
Chat's
having
diligently making sure that they vote.
Are you guys having fun? I hope you're having fun.
You're hanging in there with us.
22 of you. Because let's see, what's the let me just look real quick. 25 and 6, 25 and 12, 29 and 8. So all 60 of you. We got a 60 strong. We got a tiny good little channel.
John,
we got a
who's up
little
next?
channel rocking through the night. Yeah. Come and join us. Hey, you know what? Join the channel. It's free. I don't know. Other channels say it.
Subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit. It costs you nothing. And for all the here's the other thing it does. It really pisses off all the people that think that I'm in this to because I want to be famous. Yeah, I want 70 people on YouTube to make me famous. But yeah, help us out. Help our little channel out. We did hit 10,000. So
10,000
Barry
strong.
Stevens, I have no clue. We're in talks with people every day. So when it happens, you'll know when we put it, I put stuff out every Thursday or Friday. Friday's when I like to make the post of what we're going to do on Sunday. it takes me all week to come up with some sort of show for something.
And I'm always pushing them. What's next?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sherry.
John,
Sherry, thank you. You're a great person.
We need to keep this thing moving. Who's
All
next?
right.
What game's
Let me
up
go to
now?
widgets. Dude, I'm sitting on my couch trying to run the screen. Hold on. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Jen. Oh, I want Jen. You get Morrissey.
Fair enough. I'll take
Okay.
Morrissey the rest of
And
the
I'll
way.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know, you live in a very nice end of town. You dress very sharply, except for the one time we saw you in flip-flops at the courthouse, wearing flip-flops and ripped jeans and a snaggletooth. That's kind of sus.
Michael Morrissey handpicked Greg Connor to run. Rumor has it, allegedly, he doesn't even want to run, but he's being pushed into it. And it's Michael Morrissey pushing those buttons. And that's sus.
Jen McCabe loves to sit right in the middle of every bleacher, right at the back end, so that they can look down at all their minions. And for anyone that walks by that they don't like, they're going to harass, like the Tom Beatties in the world, like when we went to the high school game and they took pictures of us. Did we take pictures of them? Absolutely not. Were we very cordial to them? Absolutely we were. You know what? Acting at your age like a mean girl that's still in high school, that's sus.
Michael Morrissey allowed all of this to happen. He's been the gatekeeper of the corruption in Norfolk County for at least the past 13 years.
Eric, you're losing horribly. Can I help you with this, sus?
Go ahead.
Michael Morrissey spent how many millions of dollars doing a second trial when he knew he wasn't going to win it?
And that's sus.
It's sus. That's sus. Unfortunately, not sus enough, because Jen McCabe
he went up against a heavy hitter.
He is moving on. Jen's moving on. Jen. All right.
That was a battle royal that she just clobbered him on.
Hey, Morrissey made it really deep into the brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Morrissey made it deep
for a 12 seed.
Yep. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Berkey versus Matt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who do you want?
Can I have Matt?
You can have Matt. You go first.
Okay. Matt McCabe was happy that his wife was going out into a snowstorm and it wasn't him, right? And then Matt McCabe, what do we see after not one trial, not two trials? Yeah. After the second trial, we finally see the dash cam footage of Matt McCabe going into the house, not once, not twice, but 3 times, while Sean Good and Matt and Mike Lank are in the house. The second time you see them all come out together. And it's not until Matt McCabe goes running back in the third time does Lank go back in the house. The fact that we never knew that, it's kind of sus.
Berkey found taillight. Berkey wasn't even supposed to be involved in the case. He was out on disability, and he happens to be driving. And I don't know how you happen to be driving by 34 Fairview, because it's not a high traffic road. But he happens to drive by, and out of the twinkle of his eye, he sees a red flash and stops. And what a miracle! He found red taillight at 34 Fairview days after the incident.
Yep.
And that's sus.
Okay. Matt McCabe at trial made such a big deal about not being able to read the papers in front of him that he had to borrow a phone with a flashlight on it, right? And it was excruciating and added an extra half hour to the testimony because he had to read it all and he couldn't see anything. That's kind of sus.
Berkey never went back to his job. He didn't give Helena enough authority to run this crime scene and at least show up and do a press conference. And then Berkey never went back to his job. He retired.
Matt McCabe. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was about to jump on you. That's sus. Matt McCabe.
The Crocs are used to that.
I know. Me walking all over you. Matt McCabe knew Jen never pulled into his driveway, and he was up in his bedroom, okay, getting dressed. But here's the thing. They supposedly were already putting a pot of coffee on that they didn't put a coffee on. But remember, I got to save that one for later. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to save that one for later. But they were going to go to Tom Beatty's house, who doesn't even live anywhere near everything else that goes with this story. Why? Why were they going to Tom Beatty's house? It seems a little sus. Did I win?
John, Matt's a big winner here. He's 71% to 29%. Berkey, you're out. Matt, you're moving on.
Wow. That leaves us with the final four.
The final four?
That is the final four. Wow. And you know what? I don't care. People are going to get mad at me. I apologize, but I need to do this while we get ready for the final four. There you go. There you go. Whew. All right.
Nope.
We're down to the final four. Sorry, we're touching each other.
There you go.
All right. I needed a little bit there just to get the final four going.
Final four.
Final four, baby. Four.
Give us a recap of who's in the final four.
Higgins, Big Bad Brian Albert, Matt and Jen.
Wow, I would have never thought Matt and Jen again.
You guys have been incredible.
That's awesome.
Yep. I mean, just the fact that they got this far, that's sus.
That's sus. We're so close to knowing who the susses is.
We did not set this up.
No, we're winging it.
Yeah.
Listen, you let Casey put the brackets together.
We let Casey from Ernst & Young put the brackets together. And
an independent consultant.
And now it's come down to the final four. It's the final suss down.
I'm excited.
Here we go. Who do you want?
Who are the contenders here? I mean, you're gonna put
It's
a poll
going to
up?
be Brian Albert.
Yeah.
I want that. Is that not showing? Hold on.
No, I still got
Did you?
Berkey and Matt up there.
Oh, I got to close Berkey and Matt down. That's why. Hold on. Stop the poll. All right. Now let's start this one. All right. Who do you want?
Before we get too far, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
There's not a chance in hell that Matt could ever beat his wife. Just saying. But as far as Higgy and Brian go,
yeah.
You take Higgy, I'll take Brian.
Okay, Higgins. Higgins goes to Berkey's retirement, does an 8-minute speech, and then has Helena go and beg Canton Cable to get rid of it. And the thing is, part of that speech, which somebody in that room heard, part of Higgins' speech was, if you want to get rid of a body, Berkey's your man. Something to that effect, give or take. If you want to get rid of a body or hide a body, Berkey's your man. And now that footage is completely gone. That's kind of sus.
John, Brian Albert showed up to the first trial in what looked like I know it wasn't, but it looked like maybe a members only jacket with a tie and a shirt. And it was zipped up right to about here. And all I can tell you is that I believe there was something underneath that jacket. Probably Kevlar.
You think
probably
he wore
Kevlar.
Kevlar? Some Kevlar.
And that's sus.
Okay. The fact that Higgy baby, a decorated dude who in his 40s, I don't know if he's 50 yet or if he's in his 50s, I don't know, his 40s or 50s, can't just come out and tell a girl that he wants to bang her and he has to suss her out and he's well, and it's like it was more than a peck, it was a peck, and the fact that he's got no game at that age, and
John,
you've got your badge.
Invitation.
You've got your badge. You've got all your stories from Cambridge Fire and the ATF, and the fact that you can't even get a woman. You have no game. That's sus.
This is why the number 1 seed's going to lose. He's got no sauce. I mean, he's got no game.
He's got no game. Right.
And Brian?
Yeah.
Has anybody heard from Brian? Has anybody heard from Brian?
Yeah, well, at Nightline.
I mean, everybody else is talking.
Dateline NBC has.
Yeah, but that, that was, staged. It was put on by
the dog officer. The dog
it was
officer
put on by the Henning production company.
The dog officer in Canton, down at the old Canton airport has heard from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's winning.
And I don't think I really need to go much further because we have the finals.
I'm pulling it out. I am pulling my sus card. The 22-second phone call. Higgins basically says, I don't know what can be passed back and forth from a 22-second phone call. And then not only moments later, his lawyer says he can name that tune in 10 seconds. Okay. Come on. There's a little sus there. That's sus. Not to mention, right? He was sporting a front pocket phone, back pocket phone at the waterfall, and we saw him on a phone at 1:30 at the police station, at Camp Police Station. Oh, and come on, I'm working for this, people. I'm working for Higgins, right? How about the fact that he said he never went into Central where Goody was, and you have footage of him going into Central? And then he was going to move vehicles, and he only moves one of the vehicles, and he says that Berkey wants all the vehicles in the middle of the parking lot. Nobody wants vehicles in the middle of the parking lot. You want the plows to clean the whole parking lot. They want you around the edge. And Goody testified that they want you around the edge. That's sus. Come on.
Exactly, John.
And I didn't get a ding sus boost at all on that one.
And you couldn't move it an inch because
I couldn't even move it an inch.
Brian Albert's moving on to the finals. Higgy, you're out.
Come on. Not even an inch.
Higgy's second fiddle again.
Okay, Brian Albert's going on. All right. This is going to be a tough one.
What do we got?
Going to be a tough one. Jen versus Matt.
Ooh, wow.
Go ahead, you pick. I'll
let you have Jen because I know she's your favorite, and I'll take Matt.
Oh, I was going to take Matt. Wait, was I going to take Matt? Hold on, let me look at my notes.
Yeah, take whoever you want, John. I'll defer to you. You don't like winning? Take Matt.
I'll take Jen.
Okay, go first.
Okay. You know what's sus with Jen is that it's really tough when you're gonna do when you don't have notes in front of you of all the sus things that they did. And I didn't even look at the. Let me. Can I phone a friend? Can I phone a friend?
John, considering we're winging it, we're doing pretty good so far. Don't.
I know.
Yeah, if you need a friend, call a friend. Oh no.
I got one. Do I want to use that one? No. I used going down the stairs.
Jen.
Do we? Man, I don't.
It's cold.
Let's. Oh my! I know. The fact that Jen lied and said, "I'm not Jen, it's my sister," because she thought they were selling encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Nobody's selling encyclopedias anymore. That's sus.
Oh, Matty boy. Matt, you ain't got a chance in hell of winning this. I can't believe you necessarily got that far. And because you're even this far, that's sus in itself.
Oh, that is. Oh, how about no? I got one for Matt for you. Tell him the guy never went in the house.
Oh, I was saving that for last.
Well, he's losing, so you might.
Well, that was my close.
Oh, well, sorry. I mean, you're losing badly right now. You're losing badly right now.
You think that he never went in the house is going to help me out?
It didn't.
Not at all.
How about I got one for Jen. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go to my plan B on my rebuttal though.
Jen gets to the house and Sarah Levinson says that she's that Jen's phone is charging behind her at the wall. Yet Jen is butt dialing John countless times. Yet none of those butt dials went into voicemail. They all got hung up on. So how can you have a butt dial hang up on itself and recall itself unless your butt was pulsating and turning that on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off? And all of the times that you kept saying you got up from the table, went to the front door. I saw the car right out there in front of me. Remember? It was directly in front of me, once to the flagpole, then to the front, and then right. And then that's the whole movement of Karen's car, as told by Jen, is sus.
How about when Matt was on the stand and he finally realized by looking at the text messages that they were asking him questions about that he was fucked? The facial expression that he had when he realized he was fucked makes him sus. And I couldn't even get him off the schneid. Jen, as we predicted, 100% over poor Matt.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm keeping that in case I get Jen in the, finals.
So are we in the finals now?
We're in the final four. We got to stop this poll. It's going to be Jen versus Brian. Jen versus her brother-in-law. So it's going to be who is the champion? Sus. Hold on. See.
So John, we're down to the finals, buddy.
I know.
It's the whole enchilada is happening right now.
It is. Jen.
Oh
my God. All right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we need a word from our sponsor.
Go ahead.
Careful. Once you have had a Pricks Insider, you will want it all night.
It's her friend.
Eric, who do you want?
Uh,
Wait, did we get through everybody? Yeah, great job. Loving this. Colleen, Trish.
Tell us who
Okay.
the final two contestants are. The final two
Well,
competitors are in the most sus championship.
well, we know one of them is.
It's her friend.
And the other?
Big Bad Brian Albert.
Why is it people in your own community who believe these conspiracy theories?
You do realize for this conspiracy to be true, it would take 30 to 50 people. You'd have to have multiple cops on 2 different police departments, multiple civilians, the medical examiner, firemen, EMTs, you name it. That's how preposterous and silly this is. And great question. I don't understand how people bought this.
Neither do we. Neither do we. All right.
Wow.
I have to
John,
there we
who
go.
do you want?
Either one. I don't care. I've got a sus. Can work either way.
I'll take Jen. You go first.
Okay. Brian, Big Bad Brian Albert, wants us to believe that he woke up to Jen in his bedroom after he butt dialed someone at 1:30 in the morning and the dog didn't bark, and he wakes up from a cold sleep to someone in his house. You mean to tell me that a Boston police officer doesn't lock his doors in the morning or when they go to bed? Not locking your doors as a first responder who has firearms in the house, who has people he's a member of the goon squad, the brute squad, right? He's the one that everybody calls when I've talked to several officers, different, Boston, that said, if you needed muscle at one time, he was your man. You mean that man there isn't locking his doors? That's sus.
John, Jen needs control, and she took control. And even at sporting events, when somebody she used to call a friend, Tom Beattie, walked by and she's yelling at him, "Oh, just keep moving on. Go over there with, nobody wants you around.
Let's go green."
And she's just a bully, and that makes her sus.
Brian Albert, who had everybody at his house in the morning, police in his house, follows Jen to her house, and we are to believe he's up in Jen's bedroom, sitting on her bed while the state police are interviewing people, and then Matt goes upstairs and sits on the bed, and then Jen goes upstairs and sits on the bed. We're to believe that those three took turns sitting in Jen's bedroom, and he allowed Jen. Oh, this is sus. He allowed Jen to stand there in the bedroom while he got dressed, and they all came down the stairs together to see Lank at the front door. Getting dressed in front of your sister-in-law is kind of sus.
John, she called 911, and her friend that was on that lawn, she referred to as there's a man on the lawn.
Oh, I hate you.
Didn't say my friend John O'Keefe, who's a Boston police officer, was on the lawn. Send everybody. No, it was there's a man on the lawn. I think he's dead. That's sus.
I thought for sure you were going to say we just turned him over.
And we just turned him over.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for sure she made a phone call right afterwards. Nobody's coming out to help me. And it wasn't an important call.
Yeah, no.
But
no blankets from inside.
Unfortunately, Eric, you lose. Big bad Brian Albert, 22-13, 63-37%.
We have a champion. We have the most sus.
We have
Brian Albert.
Most sus Brian Albert.
One forgot the phone call. One misplaced the time. One remembers everything except the important line. One camera missed the action.
Hey, since we're at it, let me hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Being the chief of police with your arm in a cast, you're about to retire, you're in your uniform, you're supposed to be on light duty or injured reserve, and you got your feet up on the control panel. That's kind of sus. No?
Oh, it's very sus.
That's kind of sus. With your Dunkin' Donuts cup. With your giant Dunkin' Donuts cup and your Clorox wipes on the counter behind you. That's kind of sus. You're going to need those Clorox wipes to wipe down the counter after your feet have been on them, right in front of the keyboard that the poor next person's got to go type at. It's kind of sus.
John, Kelly Davis never sat at that chair.
No, she didn't even know what those monitors looked at.
I had no idea.
No. Yeah, that was kind of sus. And let's just bring it to the end. Oh, poor Matt. Poor Matt.
32 ends of the contest. Who is the most sus now?
Nope.
I did, but as I told you, it's been a process of trying to suss it out.
And we did.
We sussed it out, buddy.
We sussed it out.
Kronks
with the help of our Kronks. 22-13. So, 40 people that are watching us that helped us.
We couldn't have done it without every last one of them.
Yeah. So that's what we had for you for tonight. I hope you guys had fun.
John, I didn't even notice that it almost made 3 hours. I had
holy
fun.
crap. Holy crap. It's almost 10 o'clock. But you know what? It's good. We'll be done by 10.
Yeah.
I can get some sleep and lit myself to work. Oh, I got to shut my windows. I think it's going to rain tonight or tomorrow. So I got to go shut my windows.
I thought we were going to have to put you on the disabled list for tonight. I'm am I going to do this flying solo?
Oh, I was tired. I was exhausted. I I can't be skating around with 30-year-olds anymore. I'm 54 years old. I can't be playing with the young kids. I
John,
realize that.
You should be more concerned with where your pen is than playing
I
hockey.
know. I went looking for the pen. It was in my ear. I was checking the couch. Thank God one of the crocs was like, look in your ear.
Oh.
I'm looking everywhere for that thing. You know, my father was always notorious. He'd go into Home Depot, and next thing you know, the pencil was in his ear. You know, oh, thank you. Right there.
Wait a minute. I was thanking somebody else before.
Okay,
you
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sherry. 508.
Yeah, Sherry 508. And beat what is it? Tell 2828, 8 months. Holy crap. Almost as long as we've been on.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I am working on something for the next show that I think everyone's going to enjoy.
Or the show after that.
Or well, yeah. I just there's a lot. I got a lot of things going on in August.
There's a lot of stories to be told.
There's a lot of stories to be told.
So August is we got a busy August. So Crocs, I know John said that it was going to slow down and we were maybe not going to do so many shows.
Remember what I wanted to back it off to just
we're going to rock and roll 7:00 every
Eric,
Sunday night.
Hey, I want to be famous. I want to be famous. So it's 4 times a month. It's not like, I'm not doing little
John,
check-ins from my car.
I'm glad I don't want to be famous because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta soak my toe in Epsom salt.
That's the key.
I think it's I don't know what it. You know what I really think it could be. It's not the gout. It's probably arthritis. It's probably what I got.
It's probably called you're over 50 and you shouldn't be playing these games.
But it wasn't hurt.
Trying.
Goldilocks, we'll do that for you since we're in a great mood, right? We're in a great mood.
Give us the fucking timeline. And we'll go easy on you.
John, we got to go with you.
Give us fucking McDonough. And we'll go easy on you.
She asked for McDonough.
Yeah. All right. Well, so there you go. Big Brad Brian Albert wins it in a landslide.
John,
I can't believe I actually thought that let me check with Casey real quick. Let me check with Casey.
And I think going out of this, we're going out with a different version of the song we played earlier.
Oh, no. I didn't have time.
I didn't have time. Real time.
So we are gonna go. We are. You know what? We're gonna let me do this. We're gonna go out with the way we came in, but we're not gonna use the country version. We're gonna use the regular version of
classic rock.
John O'Keefe. Let me make sure I have the right one. But let me just
John,
ask Casey
before we leave. Let's not forget. This is still and always will be about this.
Who do you think will move on to the final and be the champion?
John, take the poll down.
Oh, you take the poll down. Hold on. All right, hide. There you go. Take the poll down. Okay. So I just texted Casey. Casey had 2 different people in the finals than we did. Well, no, not 2. Casey had Jen McCabe and Brian Higgins in the final.
Wow.
With Jen McCabe winning the suss down. Higgins has enough different suss material to survive multiple rounds, which we saw, right? The Jeep, the movements at the night at the Canton Police Department, his phone activity, the destroyed SIM card, and where other witnesses do or don't place him at the house. We missed that one, right? He thought he was at the windows. He thought he was in the living room, in the dining room, with his back to the windows. There's no room in the dining room with his back to the windows because Julie Nagel and Brian Jr. would have been sitting there. He never would have gotten over into that little alcove. But they had him beating out Brian Albert in a very close semifinal. They had Higgins. Casey had Higgins beating Big Bad Brian and going up against Jen. Jen had the deepest tournament resume. Her phone calls, the texts, the deleted texts, her shifts, the 227, the 227 Google search, the shifting timelines, involving her sister Denise into the whole thing. Her presence at every interview. We handed the phone to Kerry. She was at her house with Brian and Matt. She was right. All of this. She also has enough separate examples to keep producing fresh sus every round. So Jen McCabe would have beat Matt McCabe. Higgins would have beat Brian Albert. And Casey thought Jen McCabe would have defeated Brian Higgins. Not guilty, just the most sus. The well. And we didn't even get into that. We didn't even do the well. So we were close. I mean, we were close.
Yeah, you know, we could play this game 10 times and there might be 10 different winners.
Well, it all depends on the seeding, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How about Mary Cronin? How about Jen? Why don't you come with me? We got a surprise for you. Right?
Let's not forget, Chloe is in witness protection.
You know what else is sus? Chris freaking out with the Mass State Police when they're looking for Proctor's stuff, and he goes, not his sister's stuff, right?
Not his sister, yeah.
No, not her
Just to clarify.
I mean, not that I did anything wrong, but you don't want to look at her stuff. You just want his. Oh, wait a minute. What if I was in a text exchange with him, but I didn't know he was in the text exchange with me because it was a group exchange, and he's got 4. What? How about this? How about the fact that Proctor had 4 friggin' phones? Proctor had 4 phones. Who's got 4 phones? Eric, how many phones you got?
1.
1?
Yeah,
you don't have a burner phone?
No burner phone.
What do you call the other 2 phones? If the second one's your burner, wait, you got a work phone, your own phone, a burner phone. What's the 4th phone?
John.
Hey, now we're getting nitty gritty. McDickles. No Selection Sunday show was a sus. No playing seats was sus.
John, you know what was sus? Was the fact that Casey put Chris Albert up against Tully, and Chris lost. You know how much sus information we had on Chris?
You know what sus with
Chris?
Chris?
The first round.
You know what's sus with Chris? He wanted to get some real work done, but he only made half the meetings. That's sus. He absorbed what he could absorb until he could absorb no more. That's sus. Chris calling me in, I don't know. I'm just assuming he had been drinking. It was around Thanksgiving. It was, all upset and accusing me of stuff. That's sus.
He originally accused Whitey of drinking and driving,
The
and
belly
then
bump.
turned that into the next day. It was a lethal belly bump.
The belly bump. That's sus.
That's
Yeah.
sus.
I
A lot
know.
of activity there. Me and Richie standing on a public sidewalk. I'm holding an "I Love Kitten" sign, and I
That's
got
sus.
kitten blues in my face.
How about Chris down at the waterfall telling a girl that Karen Reed killed John O'Keefe?
Yeah.
Out in public, screamed it, and then they go and say, "We never said that anyone else did it." Well, yeah, you did. You were out in public at the waterfall yelling at what happened. I thought you went home. How did you know? If you went home and you went to bed, how did you know that, Chris? That's kind of sus. Yeah.
John, I just hope
there
the
it is.
Crocs enjoyed the
the
sus championship.
Right. So I don't want to keep going. well, I do, but it's 10 o'clock, and we know it's 1972. That's what year I was born. Let's go out on a good note, and hopefully we'll see you next Sunday, unless something happens socially on some platform in which everybody hates me again. So I don't know.
John, don't you thrive on hate?
When you piss off both sides, I swear to God, it's like I feel like Warhorse running through the middle of the battle, and everybody's firing at each side. Shows you how much everybody hates me, but that's fine.
That's why you don't go out in public.
I do go out in public. I go out in public a lot. Yeah. I mean, hey, last week, again.
Should we get the Kronk board out and list all the places you go in public?
No. But I will say that Lucky's getting noticed way more than I am lately. So
I wonder why. He's far more handsome than you are.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So everywhere we go,
and he's lucky.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna bring you out with this.
A blizzard. There's no other cars on the road, so you're not coming down with sirens blaring, waking up an entire street, a neighborhood. It was just lights and flashing, and to be honest with you, you couldn't see very far.
She said, do you think I hit him? I said, no, I don't think you hit him. What are you talking about? Let's just go find him.
When you want to look around the area, do you consider wait for a shovel?
You can bury facts beneath the snow. You can twist what people saw. The truth has got a heavy wheel, and justice is the law. We got a long, long line for O'Keefe tonight, rolling through Canton with the truth inside. Karen walked free, so the question rolls on. Who had the means when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know you can hide the truth, but the truth's gonna show. From the courthouse steps to the break of dawn, John deserves justice, so we keep rolling on. They put one woman in the chair and told the world the case was clear. But 12 voices heard the evidence and would not convict her here. Karen walked out innocent. The Commonwealth had it say, but John still deserves justice. That didn't end that day, because somebody knows what happened. Somebody saw the signs. Somebody had the opportunity in some way in that timeline. We got a long, long line for O'Keefe tonight, rolling through Canton with the truth inside. Karen walked free, so the question rolls on. Who had the means when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know you can hide the truth, but the truth's gonna show. From the courthouse steps to the break of dawn, John deserves justice, so we keep rolling on.
He was not at the house when John was there.
Look at everyone who was present, every person who came and went, who had access, who had a reason, who knew more than what they said, who made the calls before the sunrise, who gathered once the news was known, who changed the detail, lost the message, or somehow never checked their phone. Don't pick the answer then shape the facts. All forced to pieces where they don't belong. Follow the evidence wherever it leads. John has waited far too long. We got a long, long line for Keith tonight. Headlights burning and the truth inside. Hair walk free so the question rolls on. Who had the means when John was gone? Yeah, we're rolling for John. Let the whole world know. You can hide the truth, but the truth don't show. One loud voice and a battle song. John Miller's trusted, so we keep rolling. John Miller's trusted. Keep it rolling. John Miller's trusted. Keep it rolling. John Miller's trusted. Keep it rolling until the truth is known. Keep it rolling. John Miller's trusted. Keep it rolling. John Miller's trusted. Keep it rolling. The truth may take the long way home, but we'll keep rolling.
It's the Chronicle signing off with a flame, dropping names, spitting facts, shaking up the game. It's fire, it's grit, it's no holds barred. A mic in one hand, the town on guard. The truth hits harder than a Fairview brawl, and the Chronicle's here to expose it all. From cover-ups to donut runs, we light up the night like Canton Suns. Next episode, yeah, we'll be back with more names, more flames, and a truth to say.
Give us fucking McDonough. We'll go easy.
The URL to that is